guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are here in Nomrat, a small village in Shu, a matriarchy that you've come to seeking adventure, knowledge, history, perhaps even jobs. Some of you might be doing other things here that you haven't yet revealed to your party. While you were here in Nomrat, you were attacked. The village itself was attacked by a group of goblins. The goblins broke into the town and raided the bank, stealing a box from the bank and retrieving it back to their stronghold in the mountains. You've recovered the box and rescued someone by the name of Zalfriora, a woman who has told you she has the means to open the box and that the box belongs to her. But in exchange for the assistance of the party, she will share the contents of the box, at least the knowledge of them, with the party themselves. So, in order to get the box open, though, you need to make your way to the town of Lostmoor, which is to the south and east of Nomrat, and need to make your way there to meet her contact. You were preparing to leave last week, and that's where we pick up in town. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to go back to that store and get that goddamn dragon book.
Oh my. Just don't read out loud, please.
Are you going to try to break in and steal the book, or how would
Oh,
you
are they
like
closed
to
right now?
proceed?
I forgot.
No, they're open, but are you going to rob the store?
No, I have the money now.
You have the money, okay? Awesome.
Okay, I will walk. There we go. I'm trying to select my character. I will walk back into the store.
Okay.
I'm gonna go straight up to Naraya. Oh, my phone is bugging out. There we go. Right up to her, and I will. As before I went in, I'll have separated it. Like, it was 1,000 gold coins, if I'm correct, that she set the
Correct.
price at. I will have separated that and put that in like a pouch and have the rest of my coins separated. I will place the pouch on the table saying, just drop it. I would like that book now.
Really? You understand it's very dangerous for someone like you.
I understand all too well how dangerous things can be.
Lumi will fly in. Just in case he needs
Well,
assistance.
Before you even make it in there,
Yeah?
she smiles wryly at you, Deuce. Fine. Take it. Your doom is on your own head.
My doom is my own to create. And I will take the book and I will start to leave.
Okay. You
Lumi
see
lies
Lumi
down.
flying in.
She's everything okay?
I got what I came for.
Oh, I look back at the lady. How to say it? What's her demure? What she looks like?
She's ignoring his presence. She looks up as you flew in, just for a moment, and goes back to reading as you're not interested in talking to her.
Hmm. I hang there a minute looking at her and turn around and leave the room.
Once I get outside, I'll put the book that I just got into my backpack.
Okay.
What was the name of this book, real quick? If you don't mind me asking.
The Crimson Dragon?
The Crimson Dragon. That's correct.
That's
Crimson
correct.
Dragon,
Yeah,
thank
the
you.
Crimson. No, the Crimson Throne, not Dragon
The
Throne.
Crimson Throne, yes.
Crimson
Yeah.
Throne.
Crimson.
It's in Draconic.
Yes,
it's
that's
Draconic.
correct.
Notes: Spooky Evil Dragon Book.
I didn't say spooky, and I never said evil.
But it just happens to force you to read it if you.
All right, we'll put quotation marks around spooky and evil.
I mean, evil after all is just a point of view.
To
Um,
epic.
All right,
Awesome.
Obi-Wan.
Lumi, should we? I suppose we. Do we have anything else we need to do before we leave?
By the way, you haven't noticed, but Jim Rowley is wearing different armor. He would be like a plate top, like the chest piece and arms seem to be strewn over him, and you see his feet sticking out of what like a plate mail breastplate would be.
Oh.
And the helmet is obviously like it's a little too big for him. He has a big head for size, but it's a little too big for him as well. So he's tough. Right, I'm ready, guys.
Really built like a chess piece at this point.
Yeah.
Animate object.
But this is me role playing. I didn't have plate mail armor in my size, so it's more fun this way to walk around.
Well, Breezy turns to Zalfiora and just asks her, so you said it was like 10 days away?
Indeed.
That's kind of far to walk. So yeah, she's gonna think about. Well, she just looks at the others and just says, oh, "Hold on a sec. Let me just see if this works." And oops, I tried to move my token on the Twitch screen. Whoops. So she's she was like, yeah, I was like, I'm like, why isn't that working? So these two buildings over here are like farms, right?
Yes.
I imagine they're probably a little bigger than that, but she's gonna run over and just look at the farmers and just really ask really fast. Do any of y'all have animals for sale, like a horse or donkey? Preferably one that can pull a cart.
They look at you like you're stupid, and they look around, and you don't see any horses, mules,
I was just asking.
cows, none of that around.
It's just, it might be representative of the, it might not fit on the map otherwise, but okay.
Right. No, I put everything on the map.
All right. Yeah, she's just like, all right. Maybe they're like 50 feet that way. I can't see them for some reason. But yeah, she'll just shrug and just say, all right. Well, thank y'all. Have a nice day. And then she's going to run back.
They'll all four shake their heads. What a weird woman.
And she,
the one on the north up there, Dwee, is going to actively tell her husband, and that's why you stick with me.
And yeah, Breezy looks at Zal and says, never mind, it wasn't going to work.
What wasn't going to work?
Well, I was just going to make a wagon for us to get there instead of walking the whole way, but oh well.
Well, you can still make the wagon and hitch it up to Jim Rowley.
I mean, I don't think he could pull all of us.
It's called a rickshaw.
Well, I don't think that'd be very fair to him, so...
Well, you know what rickshaws do, correct? They roll. Therefore, we could rick-roll Jim Rowley.
Good God.
You're really gonna roll insight to see if you're talking a joke or not.
She's absolutely talking crap.
Whatever the opposite of inspiration is, I want to give that to you right now, Eric.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Demoralization.
Jim really was starting to like her. and then she mentioned strapping him to a cart, and then he started to dislike her. So you had to make sure he kept his
I mean,
his thoughts on point.
But
Uh,
yeah, no, that's all. That's all I'm. Yeah, I'm ready to go if everyone else is.
I've gathered all my
Should we head out?
supplies.
Okay.
I've
good to
got
head out.
food. I'm ready.
Lumi turns to Zalfiara and it's like, I think that means we accept your job. We'll go with you whenever you're ready.
Very well. We should leave soon. We will be heading south until we reach a bridge where we will need to cross and head beyond that to Belket.
Belket.
Belket. I'll put that in chat for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to open my spreadsheet. Yep.
All right. So, you guys can depart from Nomrat. As you leave the village behind you, you know that it's going to be a long time before you see civilization again. So, you head south along the river into the forest.
Emerald is
As you-
plodding along.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of constantly lifting his helmet up to look about.
Cool. Can I get
Um,
perception checks from you, sir? And from everybody. Wow.
My helmet. That's why I got a 3.
Yep. It
They're
just,
like, they don't
the
normally
visor
let
keeps
me out
falling
like
into your
this.
face or something.
Yeah. He goes, they don't normally let me out like this, so I'm a little cautious. What's all out here?
Breezy, as you look around, him being cautious, you see some deer, you see an oriole, you see all sorts of wild birds that you haven't seen before. They're native to this area, but they're not native to where you're from. So they are exotic to you and quite fascinating.
Wow, the birds here are so colorful.
What birds? I don't see any birds.
Yeah, Lumi. The bird?
Yeah, you can't see them. She starts pointing them out. I mean, they're really bright colored.
How big are these birds?
They
Eric?
vary in size from little songbirds to medium birds. There's a couple birds of prey patrolling the skies.
Oh, yeah, Lumi. Yeah, Lumi goes. Oh, she looks at the small birds, not too worried about, but she then looks up and sees some birds of prey, and she flies a little bit closer to the group,
That is
keeping an
amazing.
eye. Yeah, no, I rather they stayed up there.
Back home, most of the birds I see are, white or brown.
Oh,
It's just really interesting. I wonder why they're different colors. Have you guys ever thought about that?
I only ever seen the birds around here.
Well, were you born in Shu?
No, I was born in the mountains bordering Corlin.
Oh, okay. So that's not too far away.
Or so I was told anyway.
Oh, you don't remember?
I don't think do you remember where you were born?
No. I mean, I remember my earliest memory is when I was 2.5 years old. I woke up and then I got out of bed. It was really hard because the bed was too high, so I had to like climb down. And then I walked to the kitchen and my mom said, "Good morning, Bright Eyes." And she asked me if I wanted breakfast, and then I ate breakfast. and then I started playing out in the yard. And that's my earliest memory.
That's not a bad early memory now, is it?
I'm sorry. Well, I couldn't hear what you said. What was that?
Jim said that's not a bad early memory, is it?
No. Yeah. No, I had a great childhood. My mom and pa, they're the best.
You seem Jim really kind of awkwardly nodding at you.
I kind of missed them. I haven't seen them in almost a year. But
Only a year?
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But just sticking around in a town in the middle of nowhere it ain't gonna get you the secrets of the universe.
Yes, right. That's why I left my house.
Oh yeah. Do you have a house on what the Fey Realms?
Yes. But I haven't been there in a long, long time.
Why?
She chuckles. It just wasn't to my liking. I wanted to, and she looks up in the sky. She says, I wanted to unravel the mysteries of the world. And at home, it felt too constricting, and well, it was just not something that I wanted to. I wasn't able to do that there, so I left. Much. How old are you, Breezy?
I'm 16 and a half.
Oh, it wasn't. So I left home roughly as your age, just like you have left your home. Perhaps we are more alike than we thought.
How old are you?
Oh. She stops and actually starts to think. I think him. How do you calculate? How do you do this in material plane?
Well, 1 year is generally 4 seasons, so
Oh.
if you don't know the
Oh.
exact date, what most people do is count how many winters they've seen.
Oh, I don't think there are winters in the Astral Sea. Let's say
Well,
almost.
there ain't no time in the astral sea, so it doesn't really count.
Perhaps, and she's like stops and have to count. Perhaps 10 times your lifetime, or more, or less. I think less, maybe some thereabouts. I haven't really kept track of it.
Oh,
How
all right.
often I leave the Astral Sea.
Excuse me. Oh, well, that makes sense, I suppose.
She nods. But I don't know. I enjoy it. It's nice traveling and collecting things. I'm a collector. I enjoy that, and I couldn't do that at home. Sometimes the best secrets are the one out there. Yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the secrets that tend to be at your home tend to be pretty boring in my experience. Like, oh no, Almadir is actually sleeping with his neighbor and blah 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 blah, and who cares about stuff like that?
Lomi like her, so she's like, I know, right? Oh, it was so much bickering. She said stuff.
Is that a thing that happens in the Fey realms? Like
Yeah,
Ready Town gossip?
yes,
Huh?
all the time.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you guys would be like, I don't know, stealing children and drinking milk and offerings and stuff like that. And
no. Well, and then she stopped. There's some of that, but that's not common. And we don't steal children. She's like, no. I wasn't a part of a court. I mean, I was under a court, one of the courts of this Feywild, and things can be very civilized. Obviously, there are forces in our world that, just like out here, and she kind of points back towards Nomrat. There was a troll and goblins, and they were at each other's throats and committing atrocities. It's the same in the Feywild. It's just different.
Oh, yeah, well that's what goblinoids do.
Mm. I mean, I wouldn't blame all the goblinoids for what they do. Sometimes you look at it, it's just what do the civilized races of the world do?
They
Have you thought of that?
they usually just do whatever people bigger than them tell them to do.
Well, the small ones, yes, but if I do wonder sometimes if we had stopped and talked to Sneeznag, if that was his name, whether we would have learned why he wanted to destroy the gnome rat and what was his reasons. Perhaps he had a good reason.
Well, it sounded like he was either working for Charity or getting paid by her to do it somehow.
Brissy, my dear, I'm not sure if you noticed the nuance of the event, but Charity was playing them.
Well,
The same
yeah.
way that she was trying to play us.
Well, yeah,
I
but you
don't-
know, he's still working for her. They had like some sort of deal or something.
Well, I mean, we don't know really. This, to a certain extent, we didn't stay to ask and find out, but I just think there were more to it than we. I think there is more to it than we realize.
I mean, probably, but I guess we could ask Charity. But if we see her again, I don't think it's going to matter that much.
True. Either way, the Feywild is okay. It's not too bad. I just prefer the quiet and calm of the Astral Sea.
Wouldn't it get boring though? Because like, I've never been there, but I've read about it, and it's like a big old
Boring.
gray, yeah, big old gray, featureless. Everyone has this like silver thingy sticking out of their back, and like it just goes on forever, and there's nothing there.
No, not at all. There's so many wonders to see in the Astral Sea. And she thinks and stuff. Perhaps, I'll tell you what. Tonight, I will share something of the Astral Sea with you all, so you can see how beautiful it can be. There's more to it than just a gray expanse.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
She nods. We continue moving, I suppose.
Yeah,
Luby is now more wary of the birds in the sky.
Yeah, just chatting as we walk down the road.
Sure. You'll see a groundhog cross your path.
Would there be ground? Yeah, I think there would be. Let me see.
What was that little thing?
It
Groundhog.
looks like a furry Jimrally on all fours running across the path.
Yeah,
Really?
fair enough.
Jim really has his maul out, and you see him. He's kind of walking this cautiously. He's very awkwardly prepared.
You hear a chittering from about 10 feet up on the right. There's a squirrel chastising you for walking in its area.
Just passing through, little one. No need to fret.
Can you speak with animals?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, just talking to him. Got it. You guys easily walk past. The squirrel doesn't do anything other than make noise. You guys can
First
walk
one's for that.
all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like, it's probably gonna happen pretty often if you guys are traveling with me.
Squirrels being upset at us.
Yeah, well, not just squirrels, most animals. I don't know why. Animals don't like me. They never have.
What do you do to them?
Nothing. I mean, I really like the fuzzy, cute little ones, but they just none of them like me. I always like she holds up her hands, and you do see like the faint evidence of like cat scratches and things like that. Every time I try to pet them, they just get all mad. And it's not just domesticated animals, like wild animals too. They just get all upset and start throwing hissy fits every time I get near them. So I'm just, if if a bird poops on you, or if a squirrel starts throwing acorns at you, it's probably because of me.
I'm gonna go. When we get to the next time, I'm gonna buy a squirrel mask. So if I hit you with my hammer, we can just say it was because of animals.
I don't get it, but you do that.
The density of this party is just going to drag the entire world in.
Yeah, Breezy is the dumbest smart person you've ever met. Um, ugh.
So, as noon comes around, you guys want to stop for lunch, or do you want to keep going?
I think while we still have energy, we can keep going.
Yeah, we should probably keep going.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is Zalfrior kind of not? Is she just walking normally, or she's trying to rush, or anything else? How is
She's walking normally in the middle of the
Okay.
pack. She's
Okay.
letting people lead. She's following. She won't fall behind. He's
Yeah,
keeping
okay.
pace with you guys.
No worries.
She seems to be enjoying the stroll and knows that she's got a long way to go, so she's pacing herself.
Makes sense.
Cool. Well, gets to be afternoon. The sun gets high and the weather gets a little warmer. It's a little wet because you are traveling right next to the river, but it just gets a little sweaty. After a couple more hours, you guys get to dinner time, and Zafrior is going to suggest that you make a camp and set up for the night. After all, the sun will set in a couple of hours, and it's best to be prepared.
We will do that.
Yep, I think we would do our best to find a suitable campsite.
Cool. Who's going to find the suitable campsite?
Lumi can. I mean, I'm not trained in survival, but she can help if somebody needs a higher point of view.
I don't know if we have
If you
anybody
know what I mean.
proficient, but someone could give it a shot.
Jim Rowley's proficient.
Yeah, I'm
There we
pretty
go.
as well, but I just don't have the best wisdom for it.
I will cast guidance on myself, and then I will try to survive.
Okay.
Go back to my 1d4. 10.
With a 10, you find a spot that Jim Rowley would consider comfortable.
This happened last time too.
He walks.
Good
He
enough
walks.
for me.
He walks under some like hanging over stump that's like perfect for him to lay under. He's like, this is perfect.
The rest of you have rocky dirt
Yeah.
and generally uncomfortable bedding tonight.
Wow, he really
Amazing.
is like a groundhog.
So true.
Yeah, we-
As we're setting up camp, I'll ritual alarm around us and do the same kind of settings that we've done in the past for camps. For like what
Okay.
is it? So it's a visual.
rodents,
No, sorry.
deer. What else?
Yeah. General fauna, like rodents, deer, small birds, rabbits, us, Zal, and it is an audible ping.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't think I'm missing anything there. I think
Cool.
that covers it.
So you guys can go ahead and set up camp. As you each break out a ration to eat tonight,
Yeah.
go ahead and
Lumi
scratch
would
them
have-
off your character sheets.
Should I take out of the rations that we bought?
Jim Rowley, you see him reach into his backpack and pull out a ration.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll keep
everybody
that on
has
for
all
now.
the same
Yeah, Breezy has her own
rations.
too.
Okay.
Look at us meal prepping like kings.
Indeed.
Yeah, Breezy,
Well-
you know, get some, tinder going. She gets a little fire, and she uses prestidigitation to start the fire. Is there a stream nearby, or like
Yeah,
in
you
the?
guys are walking right next to the river.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she uses shape water to pull water out of the stream. Now, this
Wow.
is a question, Eric. When you use shape water, it only magically moves the water. So is the water she pulls out like clean?
Nope.
It's not full.
It,
Oh, it's still.
it's got some silt and there's a couple fish in it.
Well,
some
she'll try.
minnows.
Okay, she'll eject that stuff. Uh,
Cool. They go plop
Yeah.
plop plop back into the river.
yeah. I wonder if she can like try to like filter the water with shape water. Is that a thing you can do?
No, that's called purify food and water.
Oh, okay.
Well, what if you used shape water and you just held the shape of the water over the fire to boil it?
Well, you could just use a pan.
Yeah, you could just use a pan.
Just,
That is a
What if
thing,
we're gonna-
but yes, pans are a lot easier.
I mean, I have a
Or-
small cooking pan.
Lumi, so we do have lots of silk. We could just make something you can sift the water with, and then put it in a pan.
I mean,
Nah.
if we're gonna rest, I have create water. So
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
so,
that.
yeah, so do I. But like, I was just trying to be creative. Yeah. Alternatively, she could just cast create water.
I mean, it's safe to drink. All the animals drink out of it. What's the worst that can happen?
Giardia.
Shh.
Dysentery. I mean, I played Oregon Trail. You can't fool me.
Humbug.
Alright.
Yeah. So she'll just cast create. She'll tell everyone to open up their various canteens and water containers, and then she'll just cast create water. And it's up to 10 gallons. I don't think anyone. I think there's what, 7 of us total.
Yeah.
So it's a gallon for each should be pretty good.
A
It just
lot.
tops off their containers.
Yep.
While you're doing all of that, Lumi is just like wherever she just kind of nods towards you, Breezy. She puts her necklace on the side. So, just keep an eye. I'll be right back, and she disappears into her sanctum.
Oh man, my feet are sore. I'm not used to walking.
going to look over at you and say the best way to make your feet better is to take off your shoes and give them a good rubbing. Soaking them in the stream would also help and reduce the inflammation.
Oh, are you a doctor?
No, but I've been traveling for a long time. You pick things up.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but I am curious. How old are you?
That's not the most polite question, Breezy, but I'm very old.
Like what? Like 30?
We'll say yes.
Like
30 is a good number, and I'm very flattered that you believe I am 30.
That's not very polite. I'm old. Like what? I need to know.
30. Damn. So half the party, those players are like, "Damn, Breezy."
Well,
thanks."
I mean that's younger than me. She's 16 years old. Yeah, that's ancient.
Yeah,
Her.
yeah, double her age. Yeah,
Oh man.
and it is something a 16-year-old would say. Absolutely.
But yeah, she starts soaking her feet as she's after she eats and relaxing.
Cool. The little minnows will start nibbling at your toes.
Yeah, she's just watching.
Yeah. You watch this little turtle swims by. It's a nice, calm evening. Nothing dangerous happens. Worst thing you see is a little scorpion off to the side that you can easily squish or avoid.
Hmm.
Yeah, she just uses prestidigitation to like nudge a rock and move it away. Um,
Cool.
but are we gonna do watches tonight or?
We
I can take
can.
part
We,
if you
we
want.
should. Lumi obviously leaves her necklace, and she's got a book with her and a box. And she's like, "Here, I said I would show you something." Um, she puts the book. She kind of lands next to you, and she puts the book on her lap. She kind of so here, and she has this little box. She like, everybody, come and listen to this. And she opens this. It's a very, it's a kind of it's a box. It's like a music box that she opens. There's a bunch of little like mechanical like orbs and things that as she presses the button and it starts playing what it basically is a it's just I found it just before she starts playing this music, and I'll share the item with you guys. Um, it she said I found this once in an abandoned it was I think it was an abandoned vessel in the astral sea. Um, and he plays this wonderful song, and she then starts the music box, and it's basically what he says. It's just a rare melody that's only heard in the depths of the astral sea. And he plays for a while, and she's like, she stays quiet while that song plays.
Yeah, Breezy's just sitting there listening to it. Uh, memorizing the melody.
Mm. And then once he finishes, she says, "Yeah, it was a wonderful find. You wouldn't hear this anywhere else, I think." She closes the box, and then she kind of comes to. She picks up the book, and she kind of looks at the book. So this is not something else I collected. These are some of my treasures. And she hands the book to you, and it is a nice encyclopedia planarium. She said it's a fairly old book. Might not be it might be out of date, but it talks about the different planes and explains how they relate to the astral sea.
Oh, this is cool. Where'd you find this?
I traded it for it. In one of the in one of the floating citadels. I encountered the I didn't go into it, but I encountered a bookseller, and I picked this one up. I
Yeah,
really like the cover.
Breezy starts reading it.
Yeah, I know you would.
As you go to read it, I need you to go ahead and roll an intelligence check. With a 13, you're able to decipher the very basic code that is in here, as it is designed to be is designed to be read sideways as opposed to upright. So you have to read it from top down.
She moves it like like a centerfold, just so she can read it. Yeah, she will hold on to it and read it until she reads the whole thing. If you don't stop her.
Oh no, she. I mean, if you enjoy it, she will kind of get to you, and she'll point. There's here's some of my favorites, and she kind of helps you through the book and show you some of the things related to the planes and like how the inner planes, the elements and stuff goes through the astral, and how the astral touches other planes of existence, etc. And she just kind of but just be mindful. This is an old version. It's an old edition. but I don't know how old. I just thought I really love the pictures. They're really nice.
Well, like for things like the locations of specific portals and things like that, astral drift will undoubtedly make these out of date. But for major things like connections to the planes and the existence of other planes, I mean that doesn't change that much. Not in 100
Mm,
years. And it's more
yeah,
than I
I
knew.
suppose.
It's more than I knew before. Um,
Well,
how thick is the book? Like is it a big book? Like because I mean,
I mean, I don't know. It's like it would have been. Do you know how encyclopedias would come like in 20 different volumes, right? This is like one of the books of those volumes, so it would have been, it's not super
Couple
thick, but
inches
it's
thick. Yeah.
thick enough. Yeah,
oh well, yeah, you're missing. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like it's like volume 9. Yeah.
Exactly. This is volume 9. It
Hmm.
just happens to talk about the astral sea and how it relates to other planes, but it doesn't talk about anything else.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
Meanwhile,
that was it.
while you guys are doing that, Tomo has gone with Merlot for a swim, and they've gotten nice and cold and wet and clean. As a question for Tomo, what does a bugbear look like when he's all wet?
Like a wet cat.
Understood.
Yeah, a
He,
lot.
he suddenly looks a lot less intimidating. He has a lot less girth on him as the hair just mats down onto him.
Okay. What's the process for Tomo drying off and refloofing?
That's a good question. I think that he would use some of his time practicing his forms, just basically in his undies and his swim trunks, and just letting the night air kind of wash over him as he's doing his practice to dry himself out a little bit.
Okay, so you're doing your kata and everything? Cool.
Yeah.
Merlot, you went for a swim as well. What would you be doing after your swim?
Probably just going back and taking a nap because I'm usually on first watch.
Okay, cool. And then I go over to Deuce. What is Deuce doing?
So he's just at this point he's kind of sitting over by himself, and he has this notebook that he's been carrying around with him with all the pages kind of like loose or falling out, and he's just staring at it, just like scribbling things down, like kind of furiously. And then he'll like go back pages, see something, go back, scribble more things, and just like frantically looking over his notebook, just keeping to himself.
Zalfriora will come over to you. Deuce, what are you working on?
I will slam the notebook shut the second I realize she's next to me. It's nothing serious. It's some calculations for some research I'm doing.
I'm very curious as to what the research is. Is it a secret?
It's not the most polished, so I'm not really keen to let it out just yet. I have my own personal style of writing, and it's not exactly legible.
I understand. Well, if you'd ever like to share, know that I'm intellectually intrigued by any research projects that you might be working on.
Deus will like kind of like swallow, like a dry swallow, and just right, right. And then once if Zalpior starts to step back, once like
Yeah.
he thinks she's out of eyesight, he'll just rip the notebook back open and just get back into it.
Okay. Cool. And then generally,
He's already sleeping.
he just we see just legs coming out from under the stump, or how is that working?
He took his tent and he kind of put it over the side of the stump. He is not sure entirely how to
Okay.
set the tent up, so he's
Yeah.
more using like a big tarp, and then he's underneath it with his sleeping bag. Yeah, you basically just see his legs sticking out the bottom of it.
Gotcha. The visual of it. What color is your tent?
Let's Uh, let's say it's orange.
All right. Under this orange tent, you see the legs of Jim Rowley. And does Jim Rowley snore, or is he a quiet sleeper?
Well, I think it depends. I think he can do both. Given the terrain, he's probably he's pretty comfortable. So I'd say he's only lightly snoring.
Okay. Cool. All right. So then we pass back over to Breezy. As the sun begins to set and it begins to get to dusk, is there anything you'd like to do?
She's gonna wait till everyone's asleep. She'll volunteer to take the first watch.
Okay. Merlot did take a nap so that he could be on first watch too.
Oh.
Are you going to wake him up for that? Or are you going to
Oh.
let him sleep?
She's gonna let him sleep for a little bit. It's not gonna take her long to do the things she wants to do while everyone's asleep.
Okay.
But while everyone is
Before we
either
do this, let me
sorry,
go
go
ahead and
ahead.
check to make sure everyone went to bed. Is everyone else going to sleep, or is someone staying awake? All right.
So
Everyone went to sleep.
Yeah, and Lumi would have gone to sleep. She would have finished with Breezy in the book and the
Sure.
box, and she would have
Yeah,
kept those
after,
things aside and
yeah,
go
after
to
DS
sleep.
is done with his notebook, he's gonna go to sleep and he'll take second
Cool.
watch once
All right.
that happens.
Before Tomo
Awesome.
goes to sleep, he will notice that it's getting a little bit chilly, and he'll take a little bit of the campfire and make a little small fire over near Jim Rowley, just to make sure that he keeps warm.
Right at his feet, just safe distance away.
Yep.
Okay. Can I get a survival check from you to just make sure that the fire doesn't spread?
Yeah. Good luck.
Oh,
Okay.
well, there
all
you
right.
go.
Or you're able to put rocks around it, form a little fire ring. Generally will not burn in the middle of the night. At least not from your efforts. All right. So, as Tomo considers the needs of others before taking care of himself, is there anything you want to do before going to bed, Tomo?
Nope. He'll settle down after that.
Cool. All right. So, Breezy, what are you doing before you wake Merlot up for the watch?
she's going to pull out the pigments, and she is going to draw several various containers with brightly colored paper. And yes, I do have I prepared this art because I know you want people to draw. So I specifically, my main computer doesn't have any art programs at all in any editing.
Uh-huh.
So I specifically downloaded MS Paint, old style MS Paint, because not modern MS Paint, like 1990s MS Paint. So
I love it.
here we go. Let me go to the right channel. Here we go. So she's going to draw several brightly colored boxes.
Awesome.
Oh wow.
And the names, the words are just, she's not actually writing those. That's just so people know who what belongs to what who.
Sure.
But yeah, she draws several presents, brightly colored presents, and she takes out the various things she bought in town and puts them in the boxes.
Sure.
And then she's going to go to each person and leave the various gifts next to wherever they're sleeping.
Cool.
Super cute.
All right. And I know he's already got it. Does anyone not have inspiration right now?
Jim Roy does not.
Okay. Is Tomo willing to pass his inspiration to Jim Rowley so we can grant him from Tech Viking?
100%.
Okay.
Thanks,
so-
Tech Viking.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Awesome. And Breezy, if you don't have inspiration, you gain it for your artwork.
Yeah.
fantastic.
I already have it.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
We don't pass that one along.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, she just leaves them by everybody else. She didn't get anything for Zal, unfortunately, but and yeah, she's just going to wait until the end of her shift. I guess I should do a perception check just to see if anything attacks us. Where's my? And she'll just do her watch like normal.
Awesome. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 here. Just for good measure.
Oh my god.
Cool. While Breezy is on watch, our friend Luminostra
Oh god.
is going to have a dream. Lumi, you have gone to bed in your sanctum. Curled up in your bed. The pillow is soft, and your bed is familiar. As you drift off to sleep, you feel yourself fall out of bed, but you don't hit the ground. You continue falling. You beat your wings, trying to orient yourself, and while you spin around, you can feel the wind going past you as you are uncontrolled. You open your eyes in a panic, and the stars are flying past you. Two enormous eyes, crimson, glare at you and watch you fall. They narrow with malice. They're watching you. Are they responsible for this? As you fall, you sense that the ground is coming up from beneath you. You look for it, and beneath you, you see not the ground, but blood. A wide pool of it.
Oh.
As you plummet into it, the impact knocks the breath from you. Your eyes open, covered in crimson, and a man stands over the blood pool, looking down at you, and you hear the words, "Soon. Soon I will emerge. Thank you."
Who are you?
And you wake up the next morning as you say, "Who are you?"
Do I remember how he looked like?
All you saw was the eyes, the
Yes.
head, and the shoulders. And there was something familiar about him, but you just
Oh no.
can't place it. Perhaps a sense of deja vu? But the dream is fading quickly.
Yeah, Lumi, she will. Is she in that sanctum? I suppose
Okay.
she's kind of somewhat desperately kind of run towards her things, picks up some parchment, and then starts to note down what she saw.
Okay.
In the very, very, very rough script, and just trying to kind of make notes. What was that? Who was he? And she's kind of a little bit stressed about this. Eventually,
Okay.
she she will kind of sort her things out and depart from the sanctum.
All right. As you come out, it's still nighttime, and Breezy is about to awaken Tomo. You've only been asleep for 2 hours.
Do I feel like I had a long rest though?
No.
No. And she's like, huh?
Yeah, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, no. She looks around, and I was still night, a little confused, not knowing what to do. So
Okay.
she looks at you, Breezy. It's like, is everything okay? Without shouting too loud.
Yeah, nothing's happened.
As
I
you
think that.
came out of the sanctum, though,
Yeah.
sitting right next to your sanctum, there's a bright yellow box with pale blue ribbon. You almost
Oh.
bumped into it.
Yeah, it's kind of lumpy looking.
Lumpy looking.
Yeah, it's not a perfectly straight normal present. It clearly looks like a bad child's drawing.
That's beautiful. Lumi picks up a necklace, puts it on herself again, and she's like, "Oh!" And she picks up the box. It's just like, "What is this?"
Well, uh, I mean, all of you guys, you all helped me, go through that ruins and get the box. And if you guys hadn't been there, I probably would have died. So I just thought it'd be nice if I got all of you guys some presents.
He's like,
For being my friends.
"Oh, Breezy." She puts the. She kind of. How big is the present?
It's fairy sized. Yours is fairy sized.
Okay, good. She kind of flows towards you, and she will give you a hug, and she's like, "Thank you, Breezy.
Yeah,
That was very nice."
yeah. Breezy just nods. She doesn't return the hug, but she just nods, and just says, "Well, open it."
I will, and she start undoing the bow carefully without ripping the paper, and she opens the box.
Before
What
we
does she
do that,
find?
I have to ask: did
Yeah.
Breezy draw the present already with the bow on it, or did Breezy draw the box and the bow separately and then assemble?
She drew it. She drew it with the bow on it. So like
Okay.
her art isn't good enough to really differentiate the knot. But like
Right.
I don't. So goes into how the pigments work because she's thinking
Right.
like, oh, it's a bow tie. Like, but she can't
Right.
draw that because she's not good enough.
Amazing.
So,
So
you are
there's no
unable.
way.
You're unable to undo the ribbon. It is simply
It's like, no,
it's
impossible.
a box. Right.
She goes, can you hold this for a minute? She gives the box to you, Breezy.
Oh well, that's interesting. I was thinking about a bow when I drew that, so it's good to know. You actually have to draw the actual knot. That's really hard.
Uh, and I'm not sure what you mean, but and then she pulls her dagger and
Yeah.
carefully on one side cuts the bows
Sure.
in both sides so she can keep the bow intact.
Sure.
And once she does that, she puts her dagger back and then looks, tries to open the box.
Inside it's a fairy-sized mess kit because she noticed that you didn't have one.
A mess kit.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
just utensils and things like that.
She's just like, oh, Breezy, thank you. That's really nice of you. So thoughtful. Oh,
But the thing is, she couldn't buy that in Numrak because they didn't have fairy-sized utensils, so she drew
of
those
course,
too.
okay, brilliant.
So they're kind of ugly, but
He got some lumpy
Nice.
utensils.
Amazing, perfect.
but yeah, they are fairy-sized. So yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
Yeah,
do we have the
Lumi-
picture of the fairy-sized utensils?
No, I don't. I'll do that right now.
Oh.
I'll throw that right now.
Well,
This
Lumi
is the
thanks
fun
you
part
for
of
the-
those pigments is making everybody draw everything.
Yep.
Where's my MS Paint? But yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to draw that, so
Oh,
might as well
It's okay.
continue. Yeah.
You could also grab a piece of paper, draw it out, and just take a picture with your phone.
Oh, I don't have any paper or pen around here. I keep all that stuff out of my house. Jeez, I deal enough with that at work.
Paper,
Not
and
drawing,
pen. Got it.
just
Understood.
I'll add the
bureaucrat
I
stuff.
add the mess. I will add the Breezy mess kit to my inventory.
All right.
Where is my stupid?
Lumi
So,
will kind
With
of
Breezy.
after
Go ahead.
that she will get her bedding out, I suppose, and tries to go back to sleep again.
Okay,
And
cool.
but at all the moment, just thinking over and over about the dream as the images dissipate from her mind.
Sure. Would Breezy wake Merlot up to help with the watch?
Oh yeah, if he volunteered, once hers ended, she keeps track of time, and then like right on the dot, she goes over to Merlot and and starts, nudging his shoulder like, Merlot, wake up. Oh wait, he's an elf, so he's trancing.
He actually said
Well,
he
yeah.
was taking a nap, not a meditation, so
Uh,
he can
yeah,
sleep.
yeah. Is he sleeping or trancing?
That's Merlot's
I mean,
choice.
Yeah.
I'd assume now he was trancing because I was napping kind of like early evening, unless I just knocked out. But that I'd assume
That's up
I'm
to you.
trancing now.
Okay, trancing now, so you can wake up whenever you like.
Okay. I guess like I'll be awake, but when I was on watch, since I could trance and be conscious anyways, I wasn't like
Sure.
walking around or anything.
Okay. Can I get you to roll your perception check? With a 15, there is a small venomous snake in the camp near the campfire. It is staying warm, but it does pose a minor threat to the group. The fact that it came through the alarm is because our friend Deuce did say general fauna. How would
Okay.
you like to handle the venomous snake?
While I'm awake, then I'm just gonna keep my eye on it. Like if it's just sitting by the fire to keep warm, I'll let it be. But if it starts moving towards a person and not near the fire, then I'll walk over and stab it.
Okay. It will at some point leave the edge of the fire and slither in a random direction. So we're going to do a d6 to determine who it's going to go towards. It's going to go towards Tomo. As it
Okay.
slithers towards him, what would you do?
Gonna get up and take a swing at it with my new sword.
Okay. As you pull the sword out, you hear a voice in your head. Be careful. It could be dangerous. Don't miss.
I probably will, but I'll swing anyway.
Did you say that aloud?
No, that was just kind of like me thinking
Okay.
back to my head.
Gotcha. Very well. So, let's see you strike a venomous snake. With a 12, you hit the snake.
Oh,
How
thank God.
much damage did you deal?
Smite.
Yep, you killed a snake. As you take the head off of it, the back end of it wriggles there, kicking up a little bit of dirt and sand. Writhing, it makes its way into the grasses nearby. It'll die. It's dead. It just makes its way over there.
Okay. Then I'll just leave it and walk back to where I initially was and kind of just sit down and keep watching until
Cool.
it's time to wake up whoever's on the next watch.
After a moment, you hear a
there is
thump.
that. Go ahead. Sorry.
You hear a thump from the stream where the snake was going. You've heard that before, but roll a nature check to see if you can identify what the noise was, Merlot. No idea what that was. Awesome. And
Yep.
very cool, a fork, spoon, and knife. That's a spoon.
What are you trying to say, Eric?
Practice makes perfect, is what I'm trying to say.
The funny thing is,
Yeah?
like, I'm not much. It's actually better than what I can draw with my hands. Actually, like I'm better at drawing with a mouse than an actual hands because I can draw straight lines with a mouse if I'm really careful. Like just like but hold on,
I
I'll
feel
make
that.
the cup is. I'm gonna just say it's gold. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. file save as. But for Merlot, also, yeah, there's a blue box with purple ribbon when you wake up next to you.
Okay.
Ooh. Thanks.
It's a
So I guess
spoon/toothpick.
I'll open my box and then after that I'll wake up. Who is it? I think usually like Tomo and I don't know who else would be on watch.
Sure. So, what's in your box?
It's a copy of what did I call it? I wrote it down. Where is it? Silk of the Sea. There we go. It's the books you
Ooh.
bought in the bookstore.
The sea,
Are you-
amazing.
Are you awake to say thank you and give Breezy a hug, or should I just wait till the morning?
No, she's awake. She's awake. Yeah, because she woke you up, so she's getting ready to she's like putting her bedroll out and getting her pillow ready.
All right, so I'll tell her thank you and give her a hug, and then I'll wake up Tomo and kind of sit down and start reading my book.
Cool. Awesome. So, Tomo, you are
Tomo awakes
awakened by
to
Merlot.
a to a red present, right?
Yeah, yours is the red one with the blue. Breezy's asleep, but it's inside, and she didn't draw it, so it actually looks normal. Your gift is it's like a male beard grooming kit, like a portable one, like little
Nice.
scissors, little combs and things like that.
So, what we've got here is you've got a beard brush,
Oh my.
you got beard scissors, got a hair tie, and a beard comb.
Fantastic.
Not
Yeah,
that
it
Eric
is,
keeps
uh,
those right at his desk at all times.
Is there any beer balm so he can actually make like nice little gigantic mustaches to his little the 12?
You mean the best damn ever beard oil? Yes.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, that's a beard oil as well. Amazing.
Yeah, Tomo's
Not
hair is
that-
feeling a
I
little
wish I
bit
could get sponsored
matted.
by them, but that stuff's expensive.
His hair's
Bad
feeling
man.
a little matted after the swim last night, so he'll sit up for his watch while Merlot reads and just kind of groom himself a little bit.
Okay. Cool. All right.
You want a perception check?
Yes, please. And are you waking anyone else to help you with your watch?
No, I think if Merlot's up, that's
Okay.
fine.
Cool. With a 15, you're certain that nothing threatens the camp. However, near the foot of where your bedroll is, there is a snake head with long fangs, decapitated and resting there.
Okay. Is the body there as well or no?
Nope, you don't see the body. You can see
Okay,
the
I'll-
trail of where the body went into the grass near the stream.
Okay. I'll take the head and just kind of throw it into the river.
Okay. You hear a rustle from the river. Something has consumed the snakehead.
Yep. Breakfast for somebody.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Well, your watch passes uneventfully. The rest of the night will go pretty quietly. Whoever you wake up for the third watch, who would that be? Just as a curiosity, would that be Jimmerly or Deuce or both?
I think I'd wake Jim.
Okay. As a question, because he does have his tent up, how would you wake him up?
I would. It's pretty low for me, so I'd probably take like one of my swords in the sheath and just kind of poke him with the sheath.
Okay. Cool. Jimmerly, would you respond to being poked by a scabbard?
Generally starts muttering, and you can kind of vaguely hear words like she devil and not the rock, and put me down before he kind of opens his eyes a little and looks up and goes, "What? It's time to wake up."
Yeah, unfortunately, you're still in shoe, but it's time for your watch.
All right, he says. He kind of grumbles and he rubs his eyes and gets up. And you've noticed that for a dwarf, he still doesn't even have a 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay.
Keep yourself very nicely groomed for a dwarf.
I don't grow facial hair for some reason.
Well, I have a lot of hair to deal with, but thankfully Breezy just gave me this grooming kit, and I think she made something for you too.
What? Someone made something for me? What are we talking about? He's kind of looking around at you. He has no idea that there's a gift there. We
It's
talking
this phallic pink box.
about?
I
Jim
was
Rowley
wondering.
very cautiously opens it because he heard it was from a woman.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's a
supposed to be
it's
a
so
cylinder.
you can pop the top pops off. It's a cylinder. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a cylinder, but you gotta admit,
I mean,
it's pretty phallic. In
It
the
is
art.
pink.
Yes, sir. It is pink. It's phallic.
Jim
The fact
Rowley,
it's from Breezy, it could be anything.
I love it.
Jim Rowley covers his face with one hand and then he kind of squeezes the top off with the other.
Yeah. Inside, it's a bottle of hammer polish.
So, he cautiously looks back over at Breezy. Sorry,
And
he
well,
looks
she's still.
between each
sorry.
of them. Like he's still not sure that he actually received a gift from a female.
Well, inside there's also a note that says, "I'm sorry for shooting you in the face."
You see a tear kind of go down Jim Rowley's face. Like that's the first time a woman's ever apologized to me.
Aww.
Oh,
And then
Man,
he'll start
Rillo
his
beat me
watch.
to it. Damn it.
Oh yes, no,
Rillo
I got
says the phallic box is containing something for Jim Rillo to polish his hammer. Yes.
Yeah, Freud, eat your heart out. Yeah.
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 oh
Mhm.
my! Yeah, was that on purpose?
No, it wasn't.
I know.
I just figured like, oh, like it's a bottle. So what would a present containing a bottle look like? So I was like, oh, it's probably going to be like one of those tube-shaped presents.
Of
Yep.
course.
Yeah.
Makes sense to
Exactly
me.
what Breezy would have thought as well.
Yep. 100%. All right. Cool. So you guys pass the rest of the night away, and Deuce gets to sleep all night long. You guys will wake up at dawn. Deuce, there's a present for you as you wake up. A green bag with a smiley face on it. Right next to your head.
I'll wake up facing the bag and just kind of freak out. Just like, "Oh!" Then I'll sit up and just look over this thing, like just with absolute bewilderment. I'll peer inside and what's inside this bag?
It's a spare wizard spellbook. Because she noticed that you have like a bunch of like loose notes and stuff like that. That you use for your notes and things like that. So she got you like a proper like bound spellbook.
I'll look over it and just kind of flip through the pages, just seeing how nice this new book is, and I'll close it, and I will put it right next to my notebook in my bag.
Yeah, it's a like just a normal plain, nothing fancy, just a spellbook.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Cool.
Very nice.
All right. So, as it is now dawn, what would you guys do? get ready to go. Any preparations you like to make?
Assume we had a long rest in the end.
Yes, you've gotten a long rest. So go ahead and hit the long rest button. Go ahead and confirm that.
Very
Let's get
nice.
all your spells and abilities back.
Yay! Let me make sure I take off everything I just gave away. Okay, I don't have that anymore. Delete that.
Toma would find Breezy in the morning and thank her for the gift, and just give her like a big toothy smile with his freshly groomed facial hair, and say, "How do I look?"
You look very combed.
Thank you. He just smiles and walks away.
It's actually a good compliment, just saying.
But yeah, she starts getting ready for the day, packing her stuff, and I guess we should continue our journey to Lost and Found, or whatever it's called.
Lost more as
There we go.
Zafriora gets up to help. We should hit the bridge by about 10 o'clock if we continue at this pace. So, if there's nothing else, do you need help breaking camp?
Sure.
She will help
And-
you roll up your bedroll.
Jim really rolling his tent back up in his bag and patching it all to his backpack.
As a question, because we do know that Breezy is kind of a city girl,
Mm-hmm.
has Breezy used her bedroll before?
Yeah. Well, okay. So it depends on like what do you mean like use? Like she's used it on the way to
Okay.
yeah, like and in the long rest we've taken in the camp and things like that.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, she bought it several months ago.
So she's actually used it, and she knows how to roll it up and set up the tent and stuff.
Oh yeah. She's because yeah,
Just
she
checking how much of a city girl she is.
well she's a country girl, but I mean
Oh, country girl. Okay.
yeah, she's from podunk nowhere, but I mean she didn't really go camping a lot.
Okay.
She worked at an inn, so
Gotcha. Okay. What was the name of the inn?
the Cold Water Spring.
The Cold
yeah,
Water Spring.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We may have to visit there sometime.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys can head southwards along the road. As you do so, up ahead you hear shouting.
Oh man.
Zafriora is going to speed up and head ahead. Do you guys want to chase along, or do you want to stay behind?
Merle's gonna waddle his little legs behind, chasing.
Is
Following
it like
close behind.
is it like shouting like battle shouting or like people arguing shouting? Like what kind of shouting?
It's a woman shouting for help.
Oh well yeah, then yeah.
I'll
Breezy will start, pumping those little legs of hers to keep up. Somehow she's gonna wonder how the hell Jim Rowley's faster than her when his legs are like a foot long.
He looks almost like a
Gonzalez
cartoon,
effect.
like yeah. So you know, like the cartoon where like the legs spin and then go. That's kind of how his legs look.
Very well. So
Yeah, we
will put you guys
break
on
away.
this map. And then I need you to please go ahead and target your tokens, and we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Target the token
Oh.
first. There we go. Didn't forget that time. Whew. Well, at
a
least
lot of snacks.
Holy.
There we are. Like looking around the map, like where are we?
Top
Yeah, right
center
at
of
the
the map.
top.
All right.
Breezy, my initiative.
welcome to my world.
Nah. You sharing your curse with us?
I rolled fine, so
Oh yeah, of course you roll fine.
yeah, of course I do. Let's see. Second. I have no.
So,
That's great.
women. Women got a 14. Sorry, 12. Why did I say 14? That was weird. And then the man, his initiative is a 21. And the snakes over there. Come on, snakes. There we go.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. What is going on?
You guys woke up, walked down the trail, and hear shoutings for help coming towards you. You see this woman in front of you screaming for help. Help! Help! She's dressed in full plate armor, very extravagant, with the holy symbol of the Church of Imkael emblazoned across the armor.
Didn't need to buy plate mail, did I? Because we're gonna get some.
Okay.
She looks at you guys approaching. Help! He's insane! He's a spellcaster and he's killing my sister! And the man at that point is going to cast the spell. And he's going to target the woman near the snake here. And will critically strike her.
Wow. Well,
I'm rolling an insight on her, by the way, because she really doesn't
Sure.
trust women.
Yep.
So I don't know if my initiative went through, but I rolled a 26.
Okay. I will go ahead and add you to the initiative tracker here. Do-do-do.
yeah, Dace goes first.
Yep. So I already rolled the crit, so we are going to critically strike this woman here with a thorn whip, which is going to deal 18 damage to her and pull her 10 feet closer to the man. She's now flanked by snakes. And then we go to Strom, who had a 26, you said? All right. And generally, the woman before you does want help. Her sister is being attacked by a man and a whole bunch of snakes.
Also, would Jim really have an idea who the Josai are, being that he's spent
Roll
so
a
long in
religion
the
check with advantage.
Religion. My -1 plus advantage, boys. Yeah. 18.
18, yeah, you absolutely know who the Josai are.
He will turn and look at everyone and go. He's very, very low tone and go, "Be wary. These are mage hunters. I use divine magic, so they'll hate me even more because I'm a man. They're worse than the people in Nomrat. But if they see arcane magic, they will try to kill you more than likely, even if we save them. So be very wary."
There's no response from your party, apparently.
No, well, yeah.
Sorry,
Breezy-
I was going
Breezy's-
over my spells. That
Yeah, so yeah,
to
Breezy,
change in
Breezy,
the
the
right-
both the arcane spellcasters are too busy looking at their spell books
But
to
it's
hear
flipping through pages like shit.
Yeah, that's
And all Joe is thinking about here while these characters are doing their in-character things is, man, I didn't need to buy plate armor, did I?
No, he didn't. No. Well,
Although he wouldn't want me
Looney,
wearing that plate mail, but you know.
Lumi turns to the others. "Oh, what should we do here?
range 30.
Do we help them?"
Well, yeah, they're being attacked.
Got an idea.
I mean,
I would do something, but I can't yet.
Deuce, what would you like to do?
Okay. I will move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, up to here. And I will cast. Enlarge / reduce on Tomo. And I will
Okay.
enlarge Tomo.
Tomo, you are enlarged. Unless you wish to resist. Alright. So if Tomo doesn't resist that, this woman here looks at you. Heretic!
I tried to warn you, you idiot.
Anything else, Deuce?
After she calls me a heretic.
Did you listen to what I said?
No, I didn't hear you. If you did say something, I might.
Oh,
been here when
yeah.
you said it.
But before you cast a spell, Jim Rowley literally told you these are worse to men than the people in Gnomerat, and they don't like arcane spellcasters and to not cast spells because they're mage hunters.
Well,
But
I
you're
will turn back. That's not. Listen, I'll turn back to her. If you want your sister to die, then by all means, I will leave now.
Ooh. Roll a intimidate check.
That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Cool. I will roll it because it's fun to see. She cowers. Fine. I'll accept your help. But then we'll have words.
I won't even reply to that. I'll just scoff in her face and continue focusing on enlarge.
Rhizanthria.
Let's see. She can move 30 feet. So right there.
Oh, I got enlarged. Nice.
Yep, unless you resisted.
No,
And then-
I'll take it.
Yeah, so you have advantage on all strength saving throws, checks. You'll should do an additional 1d4 extra damage each turn.
It's 60 feet. So I don't think I can actually reach anybody. Oh, I guess I can barely reach that snake. I guess I'll just cast Magic Missile at a second level.
Okay. At this snake.
Yes. Why
Okay.
is it not? Why is it not casting? Oh, because okay. So, 1d4 plus 1. So it's three darts. So 4 darts. So 44 plus 4.
Okay.
Why are you acting like this? Roll 20.
There we go.
There we go.
You'll deal 14 damage to the snake. Excellent.
Wow, that did not much. Okay.
All right.
And that's it for her turn. Yeah.
Cool. Merlot Rendaja.
Right. So I'm going to run up here. And also, I was going to ask, do I know anything other than what Jimberly had already yelled out about them, given that they follow the same?
Roll a religion check.
Well, this isn't going to go well. So I'm just going to say yes. That's all I know.
Okay. You would have heard the name Josezai, but you haven't had any first-hand experience.
How do you mind putting that in the chat just so I know how it's spelled?
Sure.
I believe I spelled it correctly when we were talking about it, but I'm not 100% on that either.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I think I forgot though.
So I'm going to hit. Let me just check how far this is. Okay. Yeah, I'll hit the guy with an. Well, I will attempt to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. As you blast at him, you will hit him. And you're going to deal how much damage?
Hardly
2.
any.
All right, and he needs to make a concentration check of a DC 10. He's fine. All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to drop my tentacle right here.
Okay. Cool.
And
the
then-
tentacle goes up right there.
I'll take a swing at the the snake like right below it with
Okay.
the tentacle. Let's see.
And with the 21, you will hit this snake, dealing 11 damage.
Okay, and that's it.
Got it. Then we go to the snakes. The snakes are going to attack. This one's going to move and moves 30 feet to there. These two here are going to attack the woman. And we are going to bite, dealing 7 damage. The other one will critically strike her. So
Wow.
she's going to suffer 7 plus 15, so 23. Oh, sorry, 7 plus 15 would be 22. And she needs to make con saves. And her con saves 1 and 2. She's fine on the con saves. The other snakes are going to move closer. This one will get to there, and this one's going to come and block the way to this guy. This one will get to attack. So we'll bite with that. A 16 against her does hit and will deal 10 piercing damage. And she needs to make another con save. As she gets injected with venom, she is now afflicted by madness. Alright. So, it is the women's turn. This woman here looks over her shoulder. I don't care who you are as long as you help us. And she'll step up to here and will use her rapier against this snake. 1, 2, 3 times. And the snake will be struck all 3 times for a total of 21 damage. Got it? Down here, this woman is currently afflicted by madness. And she needs to roll a 1d100. And she has disadvantage on ability checks, so she's simply going to attack. And we will attack the one that is most hurt. 1, 2, 3. Dealing 12 plus 9, so 21 damage over here. Alright. Tomo, you're big. What do you want to do?
Yes, I am. If I move up to hereabouts, does the caster guy have cover from the snakes if I try to shoot him with a bow?
He has partial cover from the snake, yeah. But you can still shoot him. He just has +2 to his AC.
Alright, I'll give that a shot. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna use my bonus action for Kensei shot to add a D4.
Okay,
And I have the D4 from growth as well if this hits.
okay.
It does not hit.
8 will miss.
Okay, that is it for my turn.
Okay, Jim Rully Adlerman.
Jimmy Dean will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then who all do I have up here? Perfect. Merlot, Deuce, Breezy, and Tomo. You see yellow light appear above your head and rain down on you as Jim Rowley casts Bless at the 2nd level.
Ooh.
Thank you.
You are all blessed.
Thank you, copy.
And, that is Jimmy Dean's turn. Actually, I'll go back here. Just make sure I don't get hit.
Okay. Cool. Luminostra.
Luminastra. She looks at Zalfriora just to see what she's doing. Is she preparing
She's getting her
herself as
sling
well?
ready. Yep.
Okay, good. What she will do then? Let me move. Sorry. Um. She will move, but in a diagonal to be a. Well, no, she'll move. She's roughly about 15 feet, just above Breezy. Then from here, I'm just gonna measure things. She will cast Cosmic Dust, and on the big pack of creatures at the bottom, it's snapped to the corner, right? Oh, edge.
It's
snap to
should be
edge.
snap to corner.
Snap to corner.
We're doing. This is basically fairy fire, correct?
Fairy fire. That's right. Yeah.
All right.
It
Is
should
that where
be
you
a
want it, or-
15. Yeah. Is that?
That's where you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to.
Yeah. That's
use-
15, isn't it? Yeah.
It's 20. Yep.
Yeah. It should be 15.
15. That's
Yeah.
right.
15
Okay.
DC. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
15 DC. Okay, it's a 20-foot.
15
square.
DC. It is a
Understood.
20-foot square. Sorry, it's a 20-foot square. That's correct.
Okay. So the snakes, 1, 2, 3, are all fairy fired. Which
Yep.
is really good. Got a big bang for your buck there.
Yeah. Indeed. And the naughty guy.
A naughty guy, as soon as I finish marking all of them, his dexterity saving throw be a 7. He will also be fairy fired.
Okay. And then with her bonus action,
For the record,
can I
this
do?
woman here is very concerned at the fact that there's so many spells being cast.
Lomi has a plan to deal with that at least. She know that will she? I'll with my passive insight or perception, would I notice her concern? Or
Absolutely, yes. I apologize.
Jim Roy literally said it as well.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
pretty
I
good,
understand.
Yeah.
So
it'd be pretty obvious to see.
she turns to her and says, "Why you're attacking those men?"
We were trying to get past. We were trying to get past the bridge, and they prevented us. We have a holy right to get past.
Can't we just stop with this madness?
Once they're dead, yes.
Yeah, and then she might just one moment. Will I do anything else? No, I don't do anything else. Yep. I'll just stay where I am.
All
I'll
right,
just mark my height where I am, 15 feet off the ground.
cool. Zalfriora is going to move forward to right behind the guys, where she will use her sling on the nearest snake because she doesn't want disadvantage. She'll miss terribly. As we go to Deuce. Deuce? Are you there? Or muted?
Sorry, I was
Okay.
talking to my father.
Cool. Yep, that's
Alright.
important.
All right. So I'm going to move over to here. And that square is
Fairy fire.
Fairy
which
fire.
I can get
Fairy
rid
Fire.
of.
That's what it was. I was like, no. I was like, no, we casted that. I can remember. There you go. Okay, that's there then. I will. I have concentration on Tomo. Will not reduce. I will just cast. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this snake here.
So,
That should be in range.
Snake?
Let me make sure.
needs to make a dexterity saving or wisdom saving throw. Total
Wisdom.
dead. Wisdom. I got a 5. It will suffer.
A D12. 2.
Excellent. Got it. Cool. Anything else, Juice?
Not right now.
Okay. The man over here is going to use his thorn whip once again on the woman near him, and with a 24 will strike her, and you'll deal 2d6 damage for a total of 9. Okay, and she is pulled up against the snakes. So we go to Breezy.
Let's see. She doesn't want to get near that snake. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see how far away she is. Man. Still too far away. She's just gonna yell at the men. It's like, why are you attacking them?
He's concentrating on a lot of things right now, and he will not respond to you.
All right. So she is going to cast. No, that would hit our allies. So she is going to. You know what? She's going to give him a little slap in the face. She's going to upcast magic missile again.
Okay.
And she's going to cast it at the guy.
Okay. So that will hit him.
Yeah.
How much damage are you dealing?
Well, it's 1d4 plus 1 4 times. So.
Well, they all
And
hit simultaneously is the fun part. So it's one concentration check.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Very average.
Yep, that'll deal 12 damage, and he needs to roll a concentration check of a DC 10. And he got a 20.
And that's it for her turn.
All right. Merlot?
All right.
You have
So
a picture of the
I
guy, for the record. There's the picture of the guy.
okay. Let's see how far I can run up to start. That was okay. So I'll make it up to here, and then I will shoot another Eldritch Blast at the guy.
Okay.
And that's gonna miss.
That will miss. Yep.
You have a D4
Uh,
if it matters. You're blessed.
yeah.
It
I'll roll
unfortunately
it.
won't make a difference.
Okay, I was just saying in case it did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd make it, but figured I'd roll it so you don't have to give up his AC.
Yep.
And
Cool.
then my tentacle will move here and take a swing at him.
All right.
Did you? You didn't attack somebody with the fairy fire on them, did you?
He did, so
Oh
you
yeah,
have
so I would have had
advantage.
advantage.
It would have been with advantage, yeah.
So,
Oh, so can I reroll?
yes, please.
Well, I'll just finish out the tentacle one,
Yep.
and then I'll reroll
Sure.
that one, because I assume the tentacle hits, right?
Yes. Dealing 8 damage. And I need to make a con save of DC 10. He succeeds. And then you reroll
Okay.
for the Eldritch Blast.
Yep, it's coming through.
Will hit,
Nice.
dealing 3 damage. And I need to make a con save of a DC 10. I fail. Alright. So this happens.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, and that's it.
This woman here goes, "Good job." As much as I hate to say it. Alright. So, there are no snakes at the moment over here. So, I'll go ahead and get rid of that. The women. This woman is still afflicted by madness, so I need to roll a D100. Madness on the 64, she's going to experience hallucinations and stab at things in her general area. This woman here looks at Tomo and looks at the rest of you. You're quite formidable. Help me end this. And she's going to run. Using a bonus action, she dashes, and then she will stab 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And will hit him for a total of 16 damage, leaving him with 4 hit points. Alright. Chomo?
We'll use a key point to Step of the Wind dash as a bonus action. Get up next to the mage, and he will try a non-lethal unarmed strike to knock him out.
Okay. And you will bludgeon him, dealing 8 non-lethal damage. He falls unconscious.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay, and if I don't know if that ends combat, but I'll try to keep the from killing him if they try.
All right. Cool. Then I'm
Actually,
gonna
this guy
do-
down here.
we're going to go ahead and finish out the round. Jimmerly?
Jimmy's gonna walk up, but he is not going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I will stay there. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Cool. Luminostra, and at the end of this round, I am going to take a quick 90 seconds. So just heads up.
That is fine. Lumi will drop concentration on her spell,
Okay.
and she's going to cast Silas in the Fey and concentrate on it.
Very cool.
And will fly towards. She flies just behind Jim Rowley.
Cool. And
She's behind him.
Zalfriora, yep, Zalfriora is going to come up closer. Waiting for you guys to make a decision as to how to proceed. All right, give me 90 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a moment.
Lumi looks. She's kind of close to you, Jim Rowley. She goes, "You were right. They who are these people? Why they hate magic so much?"
Oh, you're new to Shu, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
These are Jozo's Eye. They belong to the Church of Mkale, from somewhere called Garden Soil. Not many people know where it is, but that makes people of Namrat seem quite nice and hospitable, if you will.
Okay, whatever happens, I will.
You guys use magic. We should definitely be prepared to fight after this. I'm not saying we have to, but I'm saying that you're gonna probably want to be prepared.
I'm concentrating on a spell that may help us a little, but if anything happens, I'll and she'd go a little bit quiet. I may be able to dissuade them from attacking us and leaving us alone.
Well,
Basically, I may be able to do what I did with Captain Derry. I might be able to suggest a different outcome.
All right.
Yep.
At which point we go to Deuce Strom. What would Deuce do? Which is almost
Once
close to the correct saying, right?
Deus.
Yeah.
Yes.
But once I see that the threat is like more or less over, I'm gonna drop enlarge on Tomo.
Guys, there. I
Is there
should
another
point
guy?
out that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that guy at the bottom. Never mind.
Yeah,
I will keep enlarge up. I just scrolled down.
Okay.
Oh, come on, 20. All right, I will keep enlarge up then. So I was here. Are we still technically in combat or no then? Because of this guy.
Yes.
Okay, we are. Okay, so it's here. I will move. 1, 2, 3. 7 to there. Or where's this guy? Probably too far away. Oh. Probably too far away. 100 feet. Can I toss anything at him? No, I cannot. I'll just move there.
Okay,
Keeping concentration on Tomo.
gotcha. Cool. After Deuce, it becomes the guy's turn. And the man down here is going to utter some words in Undercommon. Does anyone understand Undercommon?
Jim Rowley does, yes.
Okay. Then I will send this to you, Jimmerly.
He only speaks Common, Dwarvish, Giant, and Undercommon.
Very nice.
And that's what he says as he then is going to retreat 30 feet.
Jim Rowley
And we
frowns.
go to Breezy. What? You can say whatever you like, Jim.
Oh no, once he hears that, he puts like one hand up, kind of like as if you're a bicyclist turning, and frowns. He leaves it up for about a couple seconds while things are going on, then he drops it.
Sure. Breezy?
Yeah, Breezy just walks forward, and there's no one to attack or anything, so she's gonna be like, "So what's going on? Why was that guy attacking you?"
We came to enforce the Josezai law upon Belket, and he stopped us from crossing the bridge. He's a heretic.
Yeah, so they're
Deserves to be
attacking.
slain.
Belket is a town on the other side of this bridge.
The ruins of Belket, yes.
Oh yeah.
Kill him. I don't understand the problem.
Well, no one should kill anybody.
Tell that to him for assaulting us.
We can tell that to you for assaulting them.
You dare let this man speak to you that way?
Well, he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to you.
As if.
Jim Rowley snorts. Well, I mean, they don't just call random people infiltrators. Maybe it's just me.
The
He's been a little
roots of this
saucy right
grove are protecting ancient arcane magics that are not to be held by anyone.
Ancient arcane. Oh, well, I happen to be an expert at disposing of ancient arcane magic, so maybe you should just let us go take care of that for you.
Roll a deception check, madam.
Oh, you don't say. Well, it just so happens.
Oh, damn. Alright. Insight. She looks at you.
yeah.
I don't believe that someone of your youth or lack of training has any capacity for such disposal.
Deus
Prove
will
yourself.
shout out.
Kill him.
Once,
I'm not a murderer.
What's Deuce gonna shout out? Go ahead.
Once they kind of insulted Breezy, Deus was like, I don't expect someone of your stature or knowledge to understand anything regarding the arcane.
Oh,
Jim Rowley
A
sighs.
man dare kill him. And she's now pointing at Deuce. He
No.
dares speak to you that way? Deal with your slave.
he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to you again.
The only
if
reason you
you
are
will-
alive is because we arrived here and saved you from your foolishness.
Roll persuasion check, Deuce, with disadvantage because you're a man talking to a woman in shoe.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
And I know Jim is signed, but Breezy's from a mageocracy. She doesn't understand people trying to kill mages.
Right, exactly.
Jim Roy's only sighing because like he knew it was gonna end like this, which is why he got past it. Like he didn't mind opening his mouth because he knew people were gonna act just like this. So he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna fight. May as well open my mouth."
Sorry, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt the flow, but is the lady so confused by any chance? Or her
is.
confusion is finally gone? Okay, so
No, she's still afflicted by madness.
okay. Will she attack?
She will on her
Who
turn.
knows? That's brilliant. Okay, I'll leave it. Lumi is prepared. She has Silas Hidden Fate in.
Sure.
I will hold
Alright.
my eye, whatever it is.
Anything else,
But,
Breezy?
yeah. Breezy's gonna continue arguing with them. Just they're telling her to kill people, and she's just like, "No, stop it!" And yeah, basically, I think that takes more than 6 or 10 seconds. So that's her turn. Yeah.
Merlot?
I'm just going to dash down here,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Goodness gracious. So, this woman here is arguing with Breezy. This woman here is currently afflicted by madness. Her wild eyes betray her real intentions, and she will stab at Tomo.
I will silent Hinder Fate the attack.
Okay, so the first attack is hindered. The second attack will be a 13 to strike you. A second attack will be a 14 to strike you as she flails helplessly at you, Tomo. It becomes your turn.
Let me double check. I can't actually hinder Fate. It doesn't have the
Oh, no?
range to do it, so I wouldn't have done it.
Aw. Okay.
It only has
So
30
make
feet.
it
Oh, okay.
it's steady. I'm 40 feet from them.
Regardless, she missed, so.
That's
Tomo,
okay.
this woman stabs her rapier at you 3 times ineffectively. But you can tell that she is insane at the moment.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Yep, Tomo will put his hand onto the hilt of his blade and look to the coherent woman and say, "You've already seen our prowess in battle. Stand down or we'll be forced to put you down."
Roll an intimidate check, sir. She is not intimidated by you, a man, a monstrous creature, as if you had the capacity to kill a Josozai.
Oh,
He's
those
taunting
are fine words now. Ooh.
They
Yeah,
are like nuts. Lumi's brushing your shoulders, Jimmy Rolly, getting you ready.
All right. Anything else,
I'm
Tomo?
going. Did that take my action or no?
No, you just talked.
Okay, then I will. I'm gonna unarmed strike the one that's got the madness.
Very well.
I'll use my action and bonus action.
Okay. Unfortunately, neither of those will hit.
Okay.
Apparently,
That-
she's dodging
bless.
too well.
Yep, thank
due to
you,
instinctual
Merlot.
Training. Oh, yeah, bless. So on the 15, you'll turn it into a 19 that will hit. So the first one also hits as well. So you will
Nice.
deal a total of 12 damage to her.
This is trying to be non-lethal,
Okay. Cool.
and that's it for my turn.
Very well. Mr. Adlerman. What would Stumpy
Jimmy
like to
Dean
do?
will walk up. He will stumpify over to here, and yeah, brum, brum, and trying to think if he would make a non-lethal attack or not.
Oh, sorry, I would have enlarged damage on both of those as well.
Yes, please. Got it. I'll add an additional 5 damage down. That could matter because it took her from 24 to 19, so that puts her in range for Jimmy.
It absolutely does. I'm trying to think of what. Jimmy Dean would do here, just in the fact of trying to knock him unconscious or kill him. I think that as of right now, he probably would just do subdual, so he probably wouldn't try to kill them.
Okay.
He's not quite the murder hobo that some of my other characters are. So, 19?
A 19 will hit, yes.
Or
Oh wow.
For 14,
14
damage,
bludgeoning.
leaving here with 5 health.
then
Update that.
all my abilities do extra damage are magical. So
Mm-hmm.
that would not be the unconscious type of thing. So that'll be my turn.
All right, Luminastra.
Luminastra, what she's gonna do? 160 to the other guy. These crazy ladies are being crazy. I am going to she's gonna fly. She's gonna use all her movement to fly. So she's gonna go 30 and is that 60, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, she goes down to here. Not down to here, sorry, let me put a little bit closer to them. Go over here. Yeah. To try to keep an eye on the other guy on the other side of the river to see where he runs to.
Very well.
Yep.
He's right here right now.
I was still concentrating on Hinder's fate, and I will watch the interaction between people.
All right.
That's it. My turn's done.
Zafriora is going to come up and stand next to Breezy, where she will prepare an action in case hostilities ensue. And we will go to Deuce.
Okay. Oh, that guy's booking out of there. Okay. Attacker. I want to take a step around to here. He's unconscious. Those two are just dumb. So it's mage armor on myself
Okay.
in case things go south.
More arcane magic.
Cool.
I'll make eye contact with this woman as I'm casting my spell.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
The tall
Do
things.
that right in her face. All right.
Yeah, I'll like
Full
gorilla
woman.
chest bump myself as the armor just pops over me.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the guy next to you guys right here is unconscious. The other guy runs off into the distance. So then we go to Breezy.
Let's see. Breezy. So this woman is still flailing around, like she's clearly like affected by something from the
Yes.
snakes.
Yes.
So she's, clearly a danger. So Breezy's gonna move right here, and she watched old man Koger, knock somebody out at in her father's tavern one time. So she's going to try and do that. She's going to attempt to hit her with the blunt end of her, not the hilt of her dagger, just to like try to knock her out.
Sure.
So, see if this works. Did it roll?
No,
Why is it
just
doing-
display the
You
die.
did a VTT.
That's weird. Why is it doing that? Why is it not rolling the die? Oh, there we go.
No.
That is so weird. Why is it not rolling the
Maybe to
dice?
update your Beyond 20.
Yeah.
They did an update on Friday, I think.
Well, it's +4, so roll 1d20 +4. Wow.
Oh,
You missed.
I'm
Hit
going to
with
use my
advantage.
inspiration. Oh, that's right. I have Enderand. Okay, so let's try that again.
Sure. A 15 misses her.
I am going to use my inspiration to reroll. Well, I might as well.
Oh, you have bless as well.
Oh, I do
You
have
have
bless.
bless.
That's right.
Yeah. So the 16 would hit. So save your inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She has 5
And
hit
the damage-
points.
The damage is 1d4 +2.
Okay.
Uh,
It's 5 health.
1d4 +2.
And
Hey.
render her unconscious.
Yeah, she just. How tall is this woman? Just out of curiosity.
5'6".
Oh, okay. She's not that much taller than Breezy, but so yeah, and Breezy, kind of runs up and does a little jump cause she's wearing plate mail, right,
Yep.
with no helmet, and she's just like, "This is why you wear a helmet, bonk," and yeah, she knocks her out,
Cool. She's knocked out.
and
All
she'll
right.
get out of Tomo's space,
Cool.
and
Then
that's
we
it
go
for her
to-
turn.
Cool. Then we go to Merlot.
All right, so I'll turn to the other woman and ask if she's ready to talk now, or if we're going to continue this.
She looks at you. I will speak. And we can go ahead and exit the initiative tracker because she realizes that there's no winning this one. All right.
I will drop
Joseph.
Tomo's March at this
Okay.
point.
So Tomo
Um,
drinks.
Yeah, Lumi will. She'll fly close by. Obviously, don't want to. What's the word? Go around the woman and make her feel threatened.
So she looks down. It's a shame that he dared interfere. They could have gotten by without any conflict. We did not target him. Not until he assaulted us.
Let's get his side of the story. Breezy is going to pull out a potion of healing, so it's 2d4 +2, and give it to the guy.
Okay.
Merlin is pretty sure he knew how that conversation went to begin with.
I mean, he's probably not gonna try to kill everybody.
Just- but bind him before. Oh,
we saved his life, so
He'll recover 9 hit points.
man, that's better than I usually roll. So yeah, he just wakes up to see, this Breezy looking down at him like, howdy.
He blinks. Yes, mistress? And then he looks up at the Josiah woman. End it already. Bringing me back just to kill me again?
Well-
I don't understand.
What's going on? Why are you guys fighting?
You are not allowed to cross the bridge.
Who, me?
None of you. None of you belong to the circle.
Okay, well then we can just. How deep is the water? We can just, or I could freeze it and I could walk across the river, I guess.
He looks at you as if you were proposing desecration of a holy site.
Deus will take a step forward, asking, "You speak of a druidic circle," and as I'm doing this, kind of inspect him up and down to see his garb.
Yeah, he's definitely a druid. He's dressed in leather with feathers and flowers, bits and bobs, beads made of bone. He's absolutely a druid.
I'll ask, what circle do you hail from?
The Circle of Belcat. We protect the ruins from those who would come for desecration and to steal the knowledge kept there. The
I can
woman
assure you
speaks
we
up.
have no qualms
You
with your
seek
ruins.
to keep those secrets for yourselves and to abuse them for your own rights. They do not belong in the world at all. They should be purged from the village.
Well, wow. Well, it's not your home, so maybe you should like mind your own business. They live here.
My business is to purge dangerous magics from Toivoa.
Well, considering if we hadn't shown up, you would have been eaten by a giant snake. I think you should probably go somewhere else.
Reconsider career options.
She looks around. May I take my sister with me?
I mean, yeah.
Fine. Know this. The Josazai know who you are. We will find you once again, but we will return with greater numbers. And she's going to walk over towards her sister.
Joseph's eye, just like stormtroopers. I'll be back and in greater numbers. But
she hands the sister a piece of something in a small sachet. The woman wakes up with 1 hit point, and they are going to retreat.
Which way they retreat?
They're going
No.
to go east.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an attack at opportunity.
Yeah?
I didn't like feeling threatened by them.
Okay. Cool. So let's roll for initiative as you start with your surprise round.
You're gonna murder him?
No, I'm just gonna the girl that has 1 hit point. I'm just gonna punch her.
Okay.
Oh my!
Make the other
Non-lethal
sister
or lethal?
carrier.
No, non-lethal.
Okay. Cool. Roll your unarmed strike.
Oh god!
With a 20,
Damn.
you deal more than 1 damage. She falls unconscious again. This woman looks at you.
Carry.
What was that?
This woman looks at you. You beast. Someone should
Oh,
put
yeah.
you down.
I'm just gonna stare at her and be like, "What was that?" That
She glares, daggers at you like the most entitled Karen you've ever imagined.
Yep, that's every Jozo's eye.
Jim
not
Rowley's
caring,
so
that's
tempted to
his-
do something here.
I'm like,
Okay.
oh yeah, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat with just like.
Jim Rowley
oh.
wasn't gonna attack. He was gonna. No.
It's your tentacle is still like wriggling about in a corner, right?
yeah, it's still there. I'm just gonna tell her that she's not going to come back for us.
These other people, are these other druids? Like, are they dressed the same
No.
as this guy?
Those are men dressed in Josazai garb.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
The druid killed all of those guys.
you did, yeah.
I'm gonna ask him what he would prefer to do with them.
You're going to ask him what he would do with the Josazai women?
Yeah, like whether he thinks that we should let them go or
I mean-
if you let them go, they will simply return with 100 more. They should be dead. You know that they seek to destroy people like you and me.
Oh, they're pretty ignorant, to be fair.
They are not ignorant. They know full well what they do.
No. I mean, people with me, they're ignorant.
Oh.
We haven't had a whole lot of experience with Jozo's eyes.
I ain't never heard of no Jozo's eye.
I tried warning them all to begin with. None of them listened to me.
And that doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to destroy magic? That's silly.
It is an affront to the
There's
Church
lots
of
of viewpoints in
MKL.
this world. You
I follow the same church, and that's not what I've learned.
more books.
A man without an owner claiming to follow the church and tell the Josazai what is true?
Not everybody's from Shu.
No, but the church
Well, we're
is
in Shu.
worldwide. MKL will watch you and will take you soon.
All right, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna cast Hold Person
Okay,
on this one.
sure. On the one that's healthy?
Yes.
Very well. She fails. You have held her. She cannot speak. She cannot act. You have a
I'm gonna
minute.
walk up.
You may return to your people, and you can tell them the story of how you had your and your men wiped out by a single druid, only to be saved by a straggling bandolier of wanderers. Tell
More
that
magic.
to your church.
She
Tell them
won't
how
at
you
all.
were saved by spellcasters and warriors. Admit your defeat, and feel the shame upon your church. Will you then come back against us, knowing you failed against one spellcaster and had to be saved by others? You will not return. You will not find us. You're lucky we're letting you leave with your lives.
Jimrole walks up behind Deuce and puts a hand kind of on his hip because he's not tall enough to reach his shoulder, and goes, "You're wasting your breath. They won't tell them any of that. They'll come back with some sob story, and everyone will believe them because God forbid they ever believe a man can do anything useful. So anything you say will do nothing here, my friend. But say it as you wish." Jimrole will take a step back.
After that, Deus will actually, can I? Can I just use this as an intimidation check?
Sure.
And could I use my background feature to get advantage?
What's your background feature?
Heart of Darkness for Haunted One.
Can I get you to display that, please?
I can read it out.
Sure.
Those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy alone. And I was just wondering if I could use that just to prove that I'm not dicking around. I can do a straight roll though. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think that fits in this case. This won't be for every case, but for this case, I think that fits.
Thank you. A 16.
With a 16, let's see.
Dang, Deus, you scary.
You're not scary enough. You do not intimidate her. She has seen terrors and things that you couldn't imagine, but she's held and cannot mouth back.
Okay. Then I'm gonna walk over and do we know about how much time has passed in this old person?
What do you want to say? Do a D6, please, Deuce.
Yep. I will do that.
How many rounds
D6.
passed?
Are we?
4 rounds have
okay.
passed. You get 6 rounds left.
Okay. Talking to this guy, I'm gonna ask or just tell him that we mean no harm, and I'm gonna pick up this woman and ask if we can go in.
Into where?
Like across the bridge.
No, you cannot cross the bridge.
But we have to get to the other side.
What are you, a chicken? No, you cannot cross the road.
Oh, I get it. Well, I looked at Zalfiora and just say, well, we're not staying in Belcrat, we're just passing through.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to here then, and then tell him, fine, I won't cross the bridge, and I'm gonna use Blessing of MKL to teleport over here.
All right. As you get to the edge here, before you do the teleport, I want you to go ahead and roll a perception check from here. Okay. Under the bridge, there is an enormous troll hiding in the water, ready to rise and attack anyone who tries to cross the bridge.
Why wasn't he helping with the? Well, I guess they had the Joseph's eye in hand. I guess before we showed up. I wonder if he's on their side. Probably.
All right.
Would you still like to teleport over?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I just decided that I was going to
That's
mess
fine.
with his wordplay beforehand.
Yep. All right. He looks over at you and screams as if he's been injured.
The troll?
No, no, the druid.
Oh.
You've stepped foot on holy ground. Merlot, you're not a druid. You step foot in the circle. He screams, and like a fanatic, he's going to attack. And so, need you guys to please roll for initiative.
Oh, dang it. Well,
This isn't going to last long. I know that, but
No, it's okay. It has to be done.
yeah.
Merlo.
Right. So, here we go. The man's initiative. It's going to be a 14. Troll's initiative, because the troll is now active as well, because you step foot over here.
Yeah.
6. And the women, because they are still on the map, you have not dispatched them. And they are still held. They got a 9 if they manage to break out of this old person at some point. All right. Merlot, you're the first one. What do you want to do?
If I go to the bridge, can I hit him, or like is he completely under it to where?
He's currently underneath it. He's about to rise out of the water, though. He's coming for you.
Yeah.
You can see him from where you're at if you want to do ranged attacks.
You have
Okay.
the resistance to all damage as well now, don't you?
Yep. That's why I was
Awesome.
wondering if I need to make a run or not.
Up to you.
He's a big
How do you want
boy.
to act?
I am going to just walk back across the bridge as far as I can then. So I'll walk to here. And then I'm just going to hold an action to strike with my sword.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Then it becomes the man's turn. And now that the man is conscious, he is going to... Oh, goodness. He's going to cast... Yeah, he's going to go ahead and cast Dispel Magic. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic on... Oh, yeah, on Tomo. Actually, he'll cast it on... We're going to cast it on 1d3 because we got 3 blessed people. Yeah, we'll do it on Tomo. Tomo, he cleans bless off of you. And then he will thunk you in the kneecap. And miss. Luminostra?
Luminastra. Okay. They obviously slightly difficult to reason with them. The lady's still frozen for another 2 rounds, you said? Or 1 round?
5 more rounds.
Oh, she's 5 more rounds. Brilliant. Hmm. She will, without. I'll move. Let me just move, and then I'll cast a cosmic pulse on him.
Okay.
Move over here,
the
so
druid?
the on the druid, so that just as I can't see her,
Okay.
and then she will cast cosmic ball on the druid.
Cool.
18,
18 will blast him
and he takes
Mm.
10 points of damage.
and dies.
She leaves it at that. I'm still concentrating. I have 2 rounds of Silas in the Fate, so I'll concentrate on that.
Okay. Cool.
That's it.
Right. So did Merlot move up to here?
I'll put 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So after Luminosity, we go to Dustrom. Deuce?
Yes, sorry. Dude.
What's the plan?
I'm concentrating on the whole person. This guy just freaking ate it.
Yep, I killed him.
And we're dispatching this bad boy here. So I will throw a chromatic orb over at the troll.
Okay.
25 to hit.
And 25 will hit.
And this is going to be 13 acid damage.
Acid damage. Awesome. Cool.
While this is happening, I'm maintaining eye contact with this one, though.
Okay. I accidentally did 25 damage to him. So, let me correct that. Down to 13. Got it. Cool. And you're maintaining eye contact. You
Yeah,
did
the
attack,
entire
and
time.
Zalfriora had her prepared action to use a sling, so she will use the sling on the troll and hit it for 4 bludgeoning damage. Alright, then we go to Tomo.
So we can see that this troll's coming up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomo will move down to the shoreline here then.
Okay.
He's going to draw his sword, but do unarmed strikes to gain agile parry.
Okay. Oh no! A 23 will hit though. She deals 7 bludgeoning damage to the thick, leathery hide of the troll.
Okay, that's it for my turn.
He's
Cool.
bigger than Snag.
We go to the troll. The troll is going to attack now because the women can't act at all. The troll comes up out of the water, climbs up onto the bridge, towering over you, Merlot. You had a prepared action. Did you want to use that now?
Yeah, I'll swing at him now.
Okay.
Um,
There's my troll.
oh, I crit because this sword lets me crit on 19s.
Okay. Awesome.
Such a good sword.
Nope. That's a 14 on the die. You need to. roll
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's 24 and
Almost.
25 is when you crit.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
But
My
you'll
bad.
deal 8 damage to him.
I need to re-roll that because that rolled 2d6s, and it should just be 1d6 plus 5.
Okay. Cool. So you dealt 10 damage. Got it?
Yep, and that's it.
Cool. Well, then the troll will take his turn. And he's going to make 3 attacks. 1 with his bite and 2 with his claws. And he can only reach 5 feet. So, you're the only target he can attack.
Yep,
With
that hits.
a 5, he bites down on your arm. As you scream, his claws tear into your back, dealing 14 slashing damage,
Yeah, that hits too.
followed by an additional 14.
So they all hit, but I take 19 damage because when I teleport that whole next round, I'm resistant.
Cool. So 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16 damage.
All right.
Because cut in half and round down.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. So you were resistant to the damage, which means that you're significantly healthier than you could have been.
Yep.
Generally, it is your turn, sir. The troll did take acid damage, so he does not regenerate this turn. What we doing, Jim?
So the women are held, and there's a troll.
He's bigger, taller than me.
Well,
You have a
I
big
guess-
guy, and you have women. Which one
Yeah,
do you want to hit?
Yeah, I got.
Which one do you hate the most?
That's the problem with that. There are giants essentially and women, and oddly enough, my protection from women and giant spell does not work in either case here. But he's not too big into cold-blooded murder. It's not really his thing, so I will go up and help with the troll. And we will swing them all.
That's a crit.
This
Beautiful.
I feel so
It's
bad
happening.
for the troll. I feel so bad for the troll.
Oh no.
All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a second level smite.
Okay,
So okay, we'll roll my maul damage first and foremost here.
sure.
So I don't know if that does. I guess it does. Okay.
That was
So that'll
close
be-
to max damage.
My main, not really. I mean, it's not bad, but like with Great Weapon Master, I can definitely roll higher. So that's 23 to start
Okay.
with.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll add, let's see, 23. So if you add 3 to 8, so oh god, that's
Oh,
my
that
damage is
sucks.
so bad. 23,
Uh,
29 plus 24 is 53, and then I'm also gonna throw in a fire strike. So we were at 53.
Do you have to do fire strike before or after?
Nope. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a melee weapon attack or a
Nope.
range weapon attack.
Awesome.
You
So
can
we
imbue
add an
it.
additional 14 on top
What?
of that.
Yep. So that will be what, 67 damage.
Got it.
As Jim Rowley walks up and he kind of looks to the sky for a moment, and he sighs and then just swings it right at the ankle because he's not high enough to hit anywhere else. So he just goes like right at the ball joint of the ankle.
Which breaks and shatters. You hear it
Over-
crunch.
You just feel divine energy just radiating off Jim Rowley.
There's a blast of light and fire in front of you, Merlot. All right.
Brilliant.
Anything
And,
else, Jimmy?
That will be my turn. He closes his eyes and re-looks at the sky.
Some
Okay.
of this damage is fire then as well. That's
Yes, 14 was fire. Yeah.
beautiful.
All right. So after Jimmerly, we go to Breezy.
So, yeah, all Breezy saw was this guy start screaming, and then Lumi just blew his head off, like right in front of her. So her, the blood just like splattered her face as she was trying to resolve this peacefully. And she's
Is
just
she
gonna
still smiling?
no, she's quite angry
Okay.
actually. She's gonna stand up and just be like, Lumi, why'd you do that?
He was attacking us.
He didn't attack anybody. He was just screaming.
Well,
And she's gonna turn to the troll and she's going to Ray of Frost it, because at this point, well, one, it's not a person, it's a troll, so she doesn't care if it dies. But
That's
Yeah,
racist.
yeah, she I mean, yeah, it's, a little bit.
A little bit.
The Cortland border is not that far away, so like, yeah,
Right.
goblinoids, monstrous races, yeah, she's kind of racist against them. But I don't know if that hits or not.
It does
13.
not. No.
Oh wait, I'm
You have
blessed.
Yes, you needed 2 on it. You got it.
Yeah, and you just do her little 6 damage.
Got it.
And that's it for her turn.
All right. Zalfriora is going to take that sling of hers and whack the troll. And we'll hit, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage. Then we go to Merlot.
All right. So, gonna move. Can I walk? Because he's so much bigger than me over here.
Yes, you can.
Okay. And am I flanking in that square, or do
You
I need
are.
to move? Okay. Then gonna. Oh my God! How am I gonna miss with both of those?
A 14 will miss, but you are blessed.
Okay.
And he has an AC of 15, so you cannot miss. So you'll
Okay.
hit him. And
Come through for
8 damage.
I'm gonna end up dropping on that a smite.
Very well. Adding in an additional 14 damage to it. Got it. So you
All right,
dealt 22
and then-
damage.
And then I'm gonna bring over my tentacle and take a swing at him with that as well.
Okay, he has 10 hit points left. The tentacle will strike it. And it will deal 9
No.
damage, leaving it with 1 health.
All right, and that's it.
Okay. The man is dead. Luminostra.
Is he? I mean, I wasn't intending to explode his head. Is
Well,
he dead? Is in?
I just
Well.
I just said it exploded his head. I mean, she may have shot him in the chest or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
'Cause,
Regardless, Breezy got a
he's-
bloodbath.
yes, she did. Gloomy. Is he dying, or is he dead?
Oh no, he's dead. Dead.
He's dead. That's
Starship
fine. Then I
Troopers
can't do anything.
splatted. Yeah.
Ah, beautiful. With that, it's just like, look, we'll talk about this later. And then she, from where she is, she will shoot at the throw. 12 doesn't
Okay.
hit.
Does not.
And that's it. That's a 10.
All right. Mr. Strom.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay. Guy's still alive. Just gonna toll the dead this guy.
Okay, the troll.
Yes.
Cool. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
The
15.
wisdom saving throw. He's got a -1 on this. He got a 9. He will suffer more than 1 point of damage as the Toll the Dead takes over.
Yep.
And
What
the
does Toll the
troll
Dead look like
dies.
from Deus?
Yeah, how does that work? What's the animation behind your Toll the Dead?
So that's pretty simple. It's just like a snap. So I just snap, but like instead of like the normal, just like skin on hand snap. It's just this low, like gravelly gong that just pierces the air, and
Okay.
Nice.
he just like slumps to the ground. You can start him just already starting to decompose into nothing.
Cool. All right. Because I do have 2 women still held, Toma, what would you like to do? Anything aggressive?
He'll move over here, but he's not going to be aggressive yet.
Okay.
That's it for his turn.
Is anyone going to be attacking the girls?
We're not attacking them per se.
I think
Lumi-
this one is still unconscious, right?
Yes.
She-
This one is
yeah.
unconscious.
Okay.
Lumi. I wonder whether I can do this.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and slow that down then and figure out how you guys want to act. You guys have a good, let's see here, 20 seconds, 24 seconds. What would you do?
Yeah, Breezy's just. She's gonna march down to the water and use shape water to start cleaning herself off.
Okay. Cool.
Lumi will fly behind the woman,
All right.
so she can't see her. She's gonna say, "We're gonna make a deal, my dear. Once this comes off, you're gonna turn around and you're going to say, I accept your deal. And our deal is the following. We're gonna let you leave this place with your friend alive, and you will never mention about this occurrence to anyone. And if you do, you're gonna kill her and yourself afterwards. And I'll cast command on her and say accept."
Ooh, interesting. That's evil. Okay. So the command is accept. Let's see
It
if she
is,
can
yeah.
save against that. All right. So wisdom saving throw. She got a 13.
She fails.
All right.
Once I see in her
I
eye,
would have whispered
this-
that to her, by the way.
Right.
And do you see me cast a command spell and say
Yeah.
accept?
Yeah, once I see like in the woman's eyes that the spell's gone through and she succumbed to it, I'm gonna drop the whole person.
Okay. Cool. Anything else as she blinks awake?
Anything else to the deal? Let me just re-go over the deal. It's just that I said she will turn around to accept the deal I'll give her, and that the deal is that she will leave with her life. Her and her friend will leave this place with their lives. But if they ever mention what happened today to anyone, that she is going to kill her friend and then herself.
Oh, that's interesting. Let me check command because command.
If he fails, I will make a suggestion
Yeah,
that she
let's see
accepts
here.
the deal.
The spell has no effect if it would be directly harmful to it.
Well, it is not harmful. Well, I mean, the deal harmful? She lives with her life and she never mentions about this again. It would be
You
harmful
like-
if she does mention about it. It depends. I mean,
You could argue
if you
it's
feel you could
Well,
harm, it is a harmful deal
hmm.
for them.
You
She's
could say it's
she's
harmful
also like a
and-
radical anti-mage, so having any sort of ensorcelment probably from her perspective counts as harm.
Yeah.
But you can say that not accepting it is harmful because we would just kill her.
Yes,
True.
we will kill her.
Hmm.
I mean, my rationale, just
Yeah.
above the table, is
Sure.
I do not want her to go back to the Josasai and talk about us to anyone. I think it's too
Right.
dangerous.
No, I understand that. I understand the
Yeah.
motivation here.
Yep, that's all.
So she would have never naturally accepted this.
Indeed.
She would. The command in this case is a really weird use. So I'm
Sure.
going. Are you cool with me go ahead and playing a game of chance on this to just
Yeah,
try to?
I mean, anything that you feel that's fair, I'm happy that. I mean, it is. It's not something I would be doing or would have
Right.
done normally.
Okay.
I think
Let's go ahead and
I
try
feel
this.
that it's too dangerous.
Okay, cool. Game of chance is super easy because
Yep.
this is one that I can rule just, hey, no, this doesn't work, or yes, this does work, and it sets a big
Of course,
precedence. So
I agree.
playing
Yeah.
a game of chance is a little more fun this way. So I'm
Yep.
going to roll a d100, and
Yep.
then you will declare whether you want to go higher or lower, and then you will roll a d100 and determine if this succeeds.
Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
fair?
Sounds
So
fair.
I rolled the
Oh,
99. Would you like to roll
Lower.
higher or lower?
I mean, lower, obviously.
Okay,
Oh,
please
nah,
roll
yeah,
your
like-
d100.
So that would mean that if I roll lower, I
She
win.
will accept the deal. Correct.
She would accept the deal.
I swear to
Yep.
God, if you roll 100, I'm gonna lose my shit.
You quite
If you
literally have
roll
a 1%
100,
chance of
You
losing
didn't see
this.
Friday night, did you?
Okay, 90. I mean, Friday
Last
night
Saturday.
was
Last
it was
Saturday. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So she will accept your deal, and she will not tell anyone about the situation. Will you
Yeah.
let her go? As she's going to
Loan
try to
me
leave.
as the is that can you
Yeah,
does
the little
the
scroll work goes up your arm.
yeah,
Okay. You know you've made a fey pact. And she's
and
going
I'll
to
let
try to
them
walk
go.
away. Okay? No one's going to do anything as they walk away?
I'd
No.
say don't do anything, please.
Yeah, Breezy's not a murderer,
Burning, staring into the back. of
unlike
their
some
heads.
people.
Oh God.
But I don't do anything.
All right. Then they will retreat from your presence as you have defeated both a druidic circle at the bridge and the Joso's Eye. How would you like to proceed?
Lumia, um, she goes, I need a minute, and she'll go to the forest for a bit.
Sure.
I'm
Luminostra,
gonna.
the one difference that
Yeah.
this Fey deal had was instead of golden swirls that went up your arm, this time they were black.
Of course.
Ooh,
Yep,
that looks
she's
good,
not-
Lumi.
She doesn't respond. She just flies away. I'll cast invisibility on myself
Okay,
as I
good.
enter the
Because
forest.
Luminostra, I need you to roll a perception check.
Yep. Perception check. Okay, 1 second.
Yep, perception checks.
I did cast invisibility on myself, so that
Yes.
I will just cast a spell, and I walk into the forest.
Okay.
That'd have been 30.
13. Okay, in the forest, now that you are in the trees, you can see that there are bears in the forest.
Okay.
They're not paying any attention to you, but they are there.
All right.
They have no interest in you or your party.
All
Yeah,
right.
those are like those Elden Ring bears. God dang.
I'm
Still need to play
gonna
that game.
see what this guy has on him.
Sure. You're going to search his body. Awesome. So, he is a quarterstaff +1. He has an arcane focus in the form of a totem necklace, which is a claw.
Oh, it's quite a lot. Yeah,
He
go on. Sorry.
has a collection of fine bones and teeth that are worth a grand total of 60 gold. He has a very fancy skull helmet that does fit nicely over his head and has a nice lining inside of it to make it comfortable. It's not a statistical upgrade, but if you'd like to have a cosmetic, you can get a very fancy skull helmet that has saber teeth that come down next to your eyes. Other than that, he has a suit of hide armor.
Oh, should I write the note? Sorry. Could you repeat what it was found?
He's got a quarterstaff +1.
Yeah.
60 gold worth of bones and claws. An arcane focus. And the arcane focus is in the shape of a claw. He's got a decorative helmet, which is a saber-tooth tiger helmet.
Yep.
Yep. And the hide armor that he's wearing.
That's the druid, right? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Are we taking everything?
Does anybody want it like to use right now? Because then if not, I can just toss it in my bag.
Yeah, I have no use for it.
Breezy is frowning in disapproval. But yeah, she's dragging these guys up to the side of the road and lining them up.
Okay.
Generally, we'll rifle through their clothes.
Okay. each of them is wearing a Josozai set of cloth armor. It's just padded armor. They each have a club on them. And
Yeah,
where
like
would you
in
like to put them?
horses,
Just just in a line here, and
just as I.
Okay.
yeah, we don't have time to bury them, but
How many of them? Are we taking anything from them?
They don't have anything really
I
worth
mean,
taking.
if we need to disguise ourselves as Jozo's Eye,
well, none of their clothes would fit anyone probably except Berlo and Deus.
you're not wrong.
Just keep 2 sets then.
Well, why?
Well,
I mean, we shouldn't steal things. That's wrong.
I mean, sorry, Lumi wasn't talking in character, so yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
out of character. That was
Oh,
all.
sorry. Well then, yeah. I was in character. Yeah. So okay. So Breezy doesn't know it, but she does have a level of cleric. She doesn't know to who or that she is or that she has any sort of connection with anybody, but she is gonna, clap her hands together and give a little prayer for these dead people.
Please roll a religion check.
She
They ask
technically
for
she
ceremony.
she can cast ceremony, but she doesn't have it prepared right now.
Okay.
So religion check. Let's see.
Yes, please. Merlot, that's called archaeology. So with a 16, you do a fairly decent last rites.
But she looks over and it just says, well, there's a difference. If you kill them and then take their stuff, I believe that's called robbery. I look at Jim. You're a lawyer.
No, I mean, it kind of depends on where you're at. Usually, the murder is the more pressing matter here.
Well, that too.
Robbing, I mean, in Shu, since they're a man, unless a woman wanted anything the man had, you're not going to have a whole lot to worry about.
Well,
but then a woman could say you stole anything and you'd be going to prison anyway. So,
I turn to Zalfior and I just say, we just have to pass through this Belcat place, right?
Yes, but there is knowledge there that we could acquire, especially you and Deus would probably want to get rubbings of some of the ancient stones.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, but apparently people live there and they don't like people touching their stones. I say as I look at the she's gonna put this guy over there too.
Okay, you put him with the people that killed him.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all. And she included him in the last rites, even though technically he's a druid and probably has his own thing that he does. But she just looks at Zal and just says, "Well, they're probably gonna not want us to do that." He seemed pretty insistent.
Then perhaps we can be a little more persuasive instead of. And she looks over at Luminostra coming out of the trees.
And Merlot.
I wasn't going to kill them. That's why I came back without swinging until we killed him.
It's like this the difference. So she's like a little bit. Yeah, you call him murder when he's one of your kind, but when he's someone of our kind, is the righteous thing to do. And she just flies towards the thing and flies across the bridge to get to the other side.
Are trolls fake?
No.
She just moves away.
Breezy just sighs and just says, "Well, we have to cross through Belcat, right?"
We do need to go through.
Well, we might as well go. Just hopefully those druids don't attack us while we're moving.
What do you guys think about if we grab this guy and carry him with us, and then we can, when we get in there, tell them that we got attacked by Josozai and see if they can, I don't know, do anything to help him? That way, because like if we just show up, they're gonna likely think that we fought our way in, But if we bring him, we could maybe act like we didn't sneak in here.
I guess. I mean, that'd be a nice thing to do. Return their bridge guardian. I guess.
Until
Can't carry
they
the troll. He's a little too big.
until they revivify him or whatever it is they do, reincarnate them. It's in the he says, "Oh yeah, that fairy there blew off my head."
I mean, that's really strong magic. What are the chances they can do that?
We're going to some sort of historical guarded circle. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think we have a whole lot to stand on here. Regardless,
Well,
we can
we'll see.
try it. I'm not going to stop it if you guys, but
So I guess my thought was that there's a good chance walking in we start a fight, no matter like immediately, but that would at least buy us the time that they'd have to revive him if it goes wrong.
well, yeah, it doesn't. The high level he can't be revivified because it's too late. But the high level resurrection spells take don't they take like an hour to cast or something? I don't even know off the top of my head. Well, Breezy wouldn't know that because that's
Right.
beyond her skill level.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
it's up to you guys. I'm not,
I can't carry him. He's too big.
I'll carry him. I think
Okay.
it's a good idea.
It doesn't hurt to try to say we come in peace.
Cool. So you're going to carry the body with you. Awesome.
Do we want, before we walk into short rest, or should I just down a potion?
You don't see any threats in the near area at all. So if you want to take a short rest, you can. In fact, you
Yeah.
guys have been doing the ceremony and talking for so long that you've gotten a short rest.
Okay.
and everyone's bus is gone, by the way. So everyone's away.
Cool. All right. So you guys ready to continue on?
Yeah, we will continue on.
Awesome. So you guys can head on down the forest path.
Did we take the body of the guy?
Yes.
I think
Okay, cool.
I think either Merlot or Deus is carrying him.
Who
Tomo's
has the
carrying
body?
him.
Oh,
Tomo?
Tom was carrying.
All right. Now, did you guys bind his arms, or is he like flopping free, full ragdoll?
I would assume that we just kind of like that Tomo's got him kind of like in a fireman carry, that we don't want to
Okay.
make it seem like we
Disrespectful, yeah.
yeah.
Tomo?
Yeah, just tie some rope and drag it behind you.
Wow.
No bindings, just over the shoulder.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So the legs and arms are free swinging as you carry him along.
Lumi will cast prestidigitation on the body to kind of clean him up.
Okay. Cool. You clean off some of the blood and dirt and grime.
Yep.
Okay.
She will yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
So you guys can walk along the path for the rest of the day. Zalfriora is going to tell you that Bellcat is going to be in range tomorrow morning, is when you guys would be arriving in Bellcat.
Do I have anything that could make sure this guy doesn't start stinking? Let's see.
Zalfriora is going to speak up. If I had my relics, I'd be able to cast spells, but unfortunately still not able to. I'm hoping to create a new one when we get to Lostmoor.
What kind of relic do you need to cast magic?
Well, I had a wand long ago that allowed me to cast some spells. It was made for me by a dear friend.
Lumi goes, oh, I almost forgot. She flies towards Zalfriora, and she produces the wand. Is this what you were looking for?
She looks at it. Yes. She goes to take it from you. And then pauses before she puts her hands on it. I'm not going to owe you something for this, am I?
No, you. No, you will not. She gives the wand to her.
Okay. She takes the wand and walks over to Tomo carrying the body and will cast gentle repose on the corpse, allowing it to be preserved for up to 7 days.
Isn't it 10?
Is it 10? Okay.
I think it's a 10, yeah. Yeah,
It's a long time.
it is.
She can also recast it anytime she wants.
I had forgotten about it. I remembered it as you just said it. It
All right.
was indeed in the things that we found at the cave.
So, as you make your way through the forest, the day is nice. A lot calmer now. But you do find that the party is self-reflective after the moral dilemma that you guys just had and the actions taken by the various members of the party.
Mm.
I'm going to go down through the order here and check to see how the characters are feeling. So, Breezy, how is Breezy feeling about the situation today?
Well, she's a little upset because she didn't want anybody to die, and she was trying to resolve everything peacefully, and then the guy got exploded right in front of her, violently. Every time I describe it, it's more violent. He doesn't even have a corpse. He's just like chunky salsa now. I'm just kidding. But yeah, she's a little miffed. But ultimately, she's hoping that this doesn't cause problems down the road.
Okay. And how does the player feel about what
Oh,
she's
I'm
thinking?
oh no, I'm just role play. Like I don't
Okay.
mind out of character. Yeah, in
Alright.
character, she's upset because she's kind of sheltered. She's never seen anyone get killed like that before, and definitely never been a party to it either.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Deuce? How is
Deuce
Deuce
is
feeling about the situation?
he's like those the two women really just got under his skin with their whole heretic and anti-magic and their whole religious spiel about how it's like against the state of the world and against the true world religion of to use magic. And so that just really got to him, and he like you can tell he's angry about it, but also as he's going along, he's like slowly realizing that he might have like snapped or gone too far with them.
Okay. And what do
Like
you think about your character?
I
Is he
love
being-
this character.
Okay, cool. So
He's
you're enjoying where he's at?
yes, he's fully within like his flaws
Cool.
of
Awesome.
who he is.
I love that. And Jimmerly is AFK at the moment. Lumi? How does
Lumi.
Lumi feel about the situation?
Well, Lumi in her eyes, she sees these quote unquote civilized races. And more she believes this is arbitrary distinction that elevates their action and diminish other people's actions. It's like it's kind of casting a shadow over kind of the very notion of justice. A man from a city can slay a goblin or a fake creature, and often is heralded as a necessary act of defense or even heroic deed. We've just been through a cave of goblins and murdered hordes of goblins, hobgoblins, and that and and yet, should those roles be reversed, is quickly deemed as a hideous a heinous crime or a murder to be avenged. So she's annoyed. She she feels alone,
Okay. How
and
does the
she
player feel about the situation?
oh, the play's fine. I think the one last thing I would say,
Yeah.
regards, I'm okay. I'm enjoying this. The one last thing I would
Sure.
say about her, in regards to the Jozo side
Yes.
and the deal, she is unhappy that she felt that she needed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
She was worried about the repercussions of just letting them be, and she feels that perhaps she shouldn't have done it. She
Okay.
feels remorse for it.
Cool. Merlot, how does Merlot feel about the situation today?
I think that he feels it got out of hand fast. He was kind of just going to play with the guy's words of how he said don't cross the bridge, and he didn't step foot on the bridge. And
Mm-hmm.
then when he realized that ticked the guy off, he was just walking back across it to come back, and he wasn't going to hit him or I guess anybody. And then
Mm-hmm.
he saw Lumi kill him and was kind of like oh shit, things just got real moment.
Yep.
Like he was
Yeah.
under the impression that like if he didn't enter, that the guy would have just been like, don't do that, like a slap on the wrist type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
um and yeah, I'm cool with it, like personally, if people
Sure. Player wise.
think that was, yeah, and if people think that was
Awesome.
too like
No, 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 no.
irrational and quick
I don't
deciding,
think
I can.
no, no one thinks that. I think this was all in character. I think you
Oh
guys
yeah,
were awesome. So
yeah.
I
Indeed.
just like going
Yeah, it
through
was.
and exploring the player character feelings.
Oh yeah, like it was impulsive, but that's pretty in character. And also, like he thought he was being like tricky. He's like, "Oh, I didn't cross the bridge. I just got across." And then the guy was like, "Well, no, he wasn't being tricky. He was just not very
It is
precise in his
opportunities
language."
for
Yeah, yeah.
character development.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Because
And then
Breezy is hopelessly naive when it comes to
Yeah.
because goblins and things like that are monsters, but then Tomo is a bugbear. He's
Yeah.
very specifically avoiding thinking about that
Yeah.
Some
because
in
she
some
likes
places of
Tomo. Yeah,
Toivo, in some
yeah,
places of Toivo, people eat fairies
yeah.
as food.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Tomo.
I
How
digress.
is Tomo feeling about the situation today?
Oh, whoops, forgot to ask Tomo.
Tomo's probably been pretty quiet because he's grown up in Shu, and he knows that the fanaticism that's rampant here doesn't leave a lot of room for nuance or diplomacy in interactions a lot of the times. So like even when we were just talking to the Jozo Zai there, he knows of the organization, I'm sure, and whenever they say that they're here to purge arcane magics, he's just thinking about this new group that he's with, that he feels a connection to, that he feels he'll probably have to defend at some point. So more death is going to be on the way, and he knows that this fanaticism that we saw today is just an example of how much worse it's going to get as we travel east, because it's worse on that side than it is on the west side of the mountains. So he's just kind of gearing up for that, and he's worried about Breezy's naivete, uh,
Okay.
and how what might come is going to affect things like that.
What does the player think of Tomo's actions and thoughts today?
Well, I'm having a great time for one thing for
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
I feel like another thing about Tomo is that he doesn't talk about the culture
Right.
here a lot, because it's one of those things that's so easy to get upset about that he avoids it to maintain his peace.
Understood. Cool. All right. Well, as you guys head into the evening, you guys continue down the forest path. You guys will need to set up camp tonight.
Yep.
Who's going to find the campsite tonight?
Are you gonna let Jamroli do it again?
Breezy's gonna try to find someplace a little nicer. Let's see, but she's not
That's
very
a
good at it.
no.
Nope.
Breezy
Jim Morelli,
finds a whole bunch of trees.
Did you have anything to add? I know we skipped you because you were.
Yeah, Jim. I'm sorry. We did skip over Jim. What are Jim Morelli's feelings about the situation today? I apologize for skipping over. You were AFK.
Jim Rowley is more like he's wondering if he found people dumber than he is. To be honest with you, because he's got a big mouth and gets himself in trouble a lot, and so for him to be on the side of caution, comparatively, is very bizarre. And so he's kind of just sitting back and taking in the actions of these people who are just all over the place, and he doesn't know how to feel about it. So he's kind of like being a little bit more standoffish. That's why he didn't go into that combat really doing anything besides supporting everyone until the troll came up. So he's definitely being more reserved, which is a little bit odd for him.
Okay. And what does the player think of the situation?
I think it's fun. People need to play up their characters and just do whatever. There's of course a line between my character is blatantly dumb and I'm gonna do things to get the party killed, and my character would do something in general, like hopping across the bridge. That's something that Aimer would totally do that exact same thing. So things like that. I mean, they're perfectly in character and they should continue to happen if your character would do it. Your character will eventually learn that there's that saying, talk shit, get hit. It'll eventually work itself out one way or another. You know what I mean? And your character will develop. So I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Cool. Awesome. So, as Breezy picks the campsite today, you guys find yourselves in a rocky, horrible, uncomfortable campsite.
What? Oh yeah. Oh god.
Breezy, why would let you pick this out?
Well, if you can find a better one, you try.
How
Are you
much
guys
time
going
there is
to-
left?
This is the spot that Breezy has chosen. There's going to be an hour left of daylight, so any further survival checks will have disadvantage.
No. I'm just going to sleep on these rocks and I'm going to complain to you about it the whole time. I
Okay.
think that's the plan.
Cool. All right. So as you guys set up camp for the night, who's going to take the first watch?
Jimmy will
Let
take
me-
the first watch.
You
actually.
take the first watch, okay?
Okay. Cool. And Merlot's meditating again, I assume?
Yep.
All right. Merlot and Jim, can I get perception checks from the two of you as you are on watch? Awesome.
Dang, pretty good.
Oh wow.
Merlot and Jimmy, both of you will see a pack of wolves that pass near the campsite, but because of the fire, will stay distant. They don't feel like taking on this 6 of you together, so they are going to continue on their way.
Like that. Guess it's not that pack of wolves of Friday Night Lights I had to deal with.
It is not. And there's a reason for that. If you'd like to find out about that, watch them coming up Friday Night Lights.
I do too. But Jimmy will just silently watch the wolves.
Okay.
He seems very inflective right now.
Cool. Awesome. So, as you are dreaming, Breezy, you're going to have a dream of the body of the man, headless, turning back to you, and the neck splatters outwards and says, You killed me. You let it happen. This is your fault.
No, it ain't.
It's all your fault.
No, it's not.
I'd be alive if you hadn't made friends with the fairies,
Maybe.
we'd all be alive. And you look behind him and you see a whole bunch of goblins. You see hobgoblins. Every single one that the party killed in the various ways that have gutted, blasted, frozen, chilled, beheaded, bisected. It's a horrific collection of death that lies before you, Breezy. And all of them in unison are saying, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault that we're dead.
She's kind of confused. Okay, well, go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, she's kind of confused about that because like, the goblins, sure, she killed them, but like I said, they're monsters, so it was okay to kill them. Like, are the spiders there or anything else?
Spiders are there. Every single thing. The little dogs, the puppies of
They were
the
puppies.
dogs that you killed. Everything that you guys have blasted and destroyed, they all lie before you. And you turn and begin running. And in the distance, you see a mountain. And before the mountain, a collection of ruins surrounded by trees. And you're running towards it, and you watch as you pass people you don't know. And as you run past them, they die and begin following you. They die in the most horrific ways. Someone catches a disease, someone's poisoned, someone gets bashed in the chest, sucking chest wound as they continue to chase you deeper into the forest towards those ruins. As you keep running, you can feel the heartbeat in your chest pulsing, and you'll wake up with a hand on your shoulder, waking you up for the next watch.
Is it my turn already?
Sure is. I'm going to bed.
Oh, all right. Breezy sits up and rubs her eyes. She is a little perturbed because normally she doesn't dream. And unfortunately, she remembers her dreams perfectly when she does. So she just sighs and gets up, just and goes over to the whatever rock Jim was standing on.
Okay?
She's going to pull out her the book she bought in Nomrat, the what did I label it? General History of Toivoa from the Shu perspective. And she's gonna, cast light and start reading it, while also,
Cast light. Okay. So there's
Well,
a
it's not-
bright
it's-
light in here.
it's not like I'm assuming she can like make it a little dimmer than normal.
We're gonna do a flavored light for this.
Yeah, like just to read by.
Okay.
Well, I guess the fire is up, so she could read by the fire.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll take her watch.
Okay. Cool. So, the rest of the night passes uneventfully. You'll pass on watch to the next person. You guys get a long rest.
Yep.
Wake up the next morning with a level of exhaustion because of how bad the campsite was.
Oh, beautiful.
Jimmy goes, I'll pick out the next campsite.
And for the
My
record,
back.
the DC for a campsite that will not give you exhaustion is a 10.
Okay.
So, that's where we're going to end for today.
Yep.
And we will come back next week as you guys will enter the village of Bellcat along the road.